For reals though, now we're back.
Hi!
We're here!
New overlay elements, and I turned some stuff off and it didn't work seamlessly. Off to a good start. Hello! Welcome back to Misty Mountain Streaming, guys. Happy Misty Mountain Monday to everyone. We got a hype train before our faces even showed up on the screen, guys.
It's true.
Y'all on top of it.
Whoa.
Everyone's hype tonight.
Yeah, because we're doing charity.
We doing a charity stream.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone's already noted that I got a haircut. Thank you. That was 2.5 hours ago. It's already growing back out, as is the way of things.
Valid.
Welcome to Misty Mountain Streaming. Welcome back to Bleakhaven, a Broken Heart. And welcome to Misty Mountain Streaming's first ever charity stream.
Yay!
We are going to talk about that in just a second. I kind of want it to be the last thing so that it is freshest upon your minds as we go in. So I'm going to get the humdrum and typical stuff out of the way first, and hopefully quickly. First of all, as you noticed in my mistaken, accidental intro here, I have the red letters DM and PC on the screen because we've had a way to track who does and doesn't have guidance, and we've had a way to track who does and doesn't have inspiration, but no one's known whether to buy DM's accomplice or PC's accomplice as we go through the game. Now, if you see those letters on screen, it is purchased, it is unspent. Do not buy it until those letters go away. Also, if you are counting, Nimwyn and Naya have both their guidance and inspiration from the last session. Dorian's missing an inspiration, and Sabbast and I are missing guidance. So if that's how you want to spend your channel points.
Actually,
Jane just got one.
Oh, did
as
she?
did Dorian with
Oh,
an inspiration.
So everybody but me. Very nice.
The sass.
Boom. There we go. Look at you guys learning. I love it.
Cleaning your little face.
What else? Other things. So we are calling the subscription goal and the giveaways for this month a little early this month. We are not saving it to the last stream of the month. We are not waiting until Friday because I will be gone. And I will be in a different place with worse equipment, and I will be out on the road for a show. I will be at GalaxyCon Raleigh. So we're going to do the drawings for all the different winners for all of the different things on Wednesday night stream, immediately following the break, halfway through the Wild Beyond the Witchlight session. So if you want to participate, if you want to be potentially selected as a winner, make sure you show up for that stream and buy your tickets so that we can enter you into the drawing. So the list of what is being drawn for goes on. There is a cool Celtic leather-bound journal. There are several sets of dice, from stone to hollow, and potentially a metal dice set if we get a few more subscriptions before the drawing time on Wednesday, and a custom Mimic dice jail box that Tyler has offered to make for one lucky winner. I think that's probably the coolest thing, so everybody hope you get that. Also, the Wild Beyond the Witchlight will be Wednesday. Friday will be the more Choose Your Own Adventure stuff. We're still going through that. I'll be doing that from a hotel room. And the following Friday, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about that, will be the community one-shot that you guys funded last month. Maddie and I and different members of the community, Over Numerousness, S-Jax, Grimforge, and the Existential Nerd will all be playing D&D together. It's going to be fun.
I'm so excited.
Characters are made, all but one. The story is set, and I'm excited to share them with y'all and the story with y'all and watch the chaos unfold. That, I think, takes care of general announcements. So let's quickly do hellos and highs, which I sometimes forget. We're going to save Maddie for last, so Maddie can talk about Maddie stuff and our charity stream. So let's start with Ellie.
Oh, hi! I'm Ellie. I'm Ellie D&D on all socials, so TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow me there. I do D&D skits and cosplays, and that's it. I'm excited about D&D.
And if you are a big fan of Ellie's and want to support her while buying cool dice, you have a code. What's your code?
It is Ellie10, E-L-L-I-E.
ELLIE10. Use that at checkout at mistymountaingaming.com. Save money. All the money you save goes to her.
You could get some cool dice.
Wow.
That will be a running theme as we go through the rest of these people. Hey, Jane.
Hi. Everything Ellie said, except my name is Crash Candy Cosplay.
I can't hear.
And
Wait, am I the only one who can't hear her?
I can hear her.
I can hear her.
I can't hear a single word from her.
There's a frozen
She is
smile on her face.
Beautifully
It's nice.
frozen, but I can hear her.
And anytime she's frozen, she's beautifully frozen. And her code is Crash10, CRASH10. And now that Tyler's coming back,
Visually a little bit before
hi
we
there.
start.
How are you? Who are you? I mean, everybody knows you at this point, but still.
Wait, Jane, talk. I need to know if I can hear you.
Oh,
It broke up, but I heard you. So
She back.
All right, your turn, Ty.
frozen again. Okay. Well, hi. I'm Cheesecake Panda Cosplay. I have Mikey. Night. Can you actually say hello for once? Oh wow, you're actually being friendly. Well, okay then.
Oh, hi.
Yep. What else are we supposed to say? I mean, I'm here all the time. Seconded really only by Maddie.
Yeah.
So,
It's true.
Ty and I actually live here. I don't get outside this box very often. What is your code, Ty? Is it Panda 10?
Panda 10.
Panda 10. Oh, and look, Icy came and gave me guidance. I just
I'm
realized.
also gonna be at a handful of shows August, so if you're attending any of them, I can sell you things.
She can do that. I've seen her do it. Beware.
She's really good at it.
She's like, I've done it before and I'll do it again.
Maddie, let's go ahead and do you, and then if you could talk a little bit about WRAP. I think I know something that might be affecting my internet. I'm gonna fix it, and then I'll be back real quick, so be right back.
You got it.
Eric gave me inspiration. Can I keep it?
Rob's gone. You
With
can have
Rob
it.
not here, I think yes, we're in charge now.
There's no rule.
While he's going to fix that, though, hello, my name is Maddie. I go by Mademoiselle on all of my socials. And yeah, I like to cosplay and I like dice. So it's really cool that I'm here right now because, dice. And I have a code just like my friends do too. It's just Maddie10, and it's Maddie with a Y, not an IE. That's somebody else, and I don't think it works as a code. I'm the only Maddie here.
Only be one.
It is only me. But more importantly than that, we are in fact doing a charity stream tonight, and any donations that you donate are going to go towards the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project, which is the largest national independent nonprofit abortion fund. So they provide financial assistance across the country to individuals who are seeking any abortion services, emergency contraception, reproductive health care that someone might not be able to afford otherwise, which I think is really, really awesome. Really, really important because with the overturning of Roe v. Wade, people who are low income are the ones who are going to struggle the most. So people like RAP are the ones who are going to be able to help the people who need it. And I'm really excited because I think it's very important and it means a lot that Misty Mountain Gaming is doing this. So I believe there is a donation link that's going to be popping up in chat. You could also use the tips button down below the stream. Anything through those sources will be donated to RAP. Subs will not be going towards donations. That would go towards supporting the stream. So there is a differentiation there. But please, if you have the funds, consider donating. It helps people who need help right now with the absolute BS that's happening in our country. And yeah, I think that's about it.
And I'll keep dropping the rap link throughout the stream, just so that
It
it's
is.
still in there.
Yay.
It is.
set on a
It is set on a
timer, right?
timer for us. Fortunately.
Oh, then never mind.
Let's see. Apparently, when I hit !donate, it's generating 2 links. One of them has the appropriate message, but both of them will take you to the same place where the
Yes.
money is being collected.
Yeah, so any donation tonight.
And there you go. Sheepy
Is for
getting
that.
us kicked off with a
Hell yeah.
clean
Yeah,
$10
Sheepy!
donation. Thank you, Sheepy.
Thank you.
Thank you, friend.
Speaking of which, I do need to do this because I promised myself and Maddie that I would do this, but I did not yet. Sheepy still has a Kickstarter going on
Oh, yes.
that I have not contributed to yet, only because I haven't got my paycheck yet. But if you wanted to see
Ooh.
what a tarot card would look
Oh,
like,
cool.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It's you.
I got myself.
It
She
is.
sent me a prototype.
Wow.
There's me,
Yeah,
the hermit.
I'm very excited to donate to the Kickstarter when
Oh,
I
yeah.
get my paycheck. Oh, just you wait. I'm gonna go crazy.
Just you wait. Inri Higgins, just you wait.
I almost bought
My
a
Fair
tarot
Lady,
deck
anybody?
today, and then I'm like, no, I must wait.
I gotta wait.
Let's see, I think I still have a command set up for her. If you type in !
Tarot?
tarot, I think you are correct. Then you should be taken. Yes, ! tarot will take you to her Kickstarter if you want to get yourself cool stickers, cool cards, or an entire deck of cards featuring all of our faces plus many more that you have and have not yet seen on this stream. It's all members of the Misty Mountain Gaming family.
Guess which cards we are.
Well, I showed you me. It's not much fun guessing that one anymore.
Oh yeah. But if you want to see ahead of time, I think all of them, if not most of them, have been shared in the Fine Arts channel of our Discord. So you can get
Our
a little
Discord.
preview and see
The
them.
Discord.
That is true. Thank you, by the way.
Mine has all the rats on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't pick mine because I don't know any of them, so somebody else picked it for me, and apparently it's very fitting. But yeah, all the rats are on it.
It was Rob.
Was me. Feel like there was one last marginally important thing I needed to make sure and say.
Oh, I
Hey,
forgot
Adam
to
coming in with
mention,
another hot $10 donation to WRAP.
Yeah, Adam.
Thank
you guys.
Thanks, Adam.
I
I
like
forgot
that
to
guy.
mention that I'm gonna be at Emerald City with Misty Mountain Gaming selling dice
Yeah.
with Ty. So come
Yeah.
buy
Oh, yeah.
stuff from us. We'll tell you all about the dice.
Yeah. We'll
Um,
probably be in matching costumes again because that's a thing we like to do.
Yeah.
I did want to mention thank you to the Existential Nerd and to Irish Mac, and I suppose also to Cheesecake Panda Cosplay for all being in the chat tonight as our community moderators. That is especially helpful on a charity night.
I like that you made me a moderator when I never am the one who's actively always in the chat.
No, but you are here more than anybody else except me, including members of the chat. So I figured that you earned
That
it.
the other two don't as a moderator is that I can actually talk sass people.
Well, is there any further ado?
No.
Oh, I should say thank you to Real Wimblebimble for the follow. I'm glad you are here. I appreciate you being joining up. Also to Riptide Studios and Swole Initiative Network for the follows. Welcome to our party. We are Misty Mountain Streaming. We like to tell and experience great stories, and we prefer to do that through Dungeons and Dragons, like we're doing tonight.
Let's see. Are you gonna do good tonight?
Crash,
Oh, wow,
you are
this is
moving
like-
with the speed of a real human. I just thought I should let you know.
Yay! Finally! God, I've come up for air.
Just in time. So, Just gonna entrust the
Well,
chat.
I can't hear her again.
I can
Wait,
hear her.
just you?
Oh, I can hear her.
Yeah.
I can't.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
why is it always me and you?
Like, I can see that she just said what, and I can't hear the words. What?
If you miss anything important, we'll tell you. We'll.
Well, I mean, this is gonna make roleplay difficult. We're gonna all be in the same room for a night. I can reconnect again. That fixed it for maybe 5 minutes, but
We all
Why am
Now
I not
everybody's
allowed?
faces but mine get
We're gonna
marginally
shift
larger.
around.
Oh, I'm on screen twice again. Nope.
Not
Aha!
anymore.
Who am I in now?
Wait, you were
I'm
Nimwyn.
Dorian!
What the
I
heck?
was, yeah.
Oh
That's how
no.
things work. Anyway. Let's go ahead. Oh, guys, we're starting within 16 minutes of start time. What the
I
hell?
was
Who
about to
are
say,
we?
this is the fastest we've ever
Aw,
done this before.
We're trucking
We
along.
did it.
All right. So, we're going to resume our adventure right where we left off. The 4 of you live in a little town called Heart's End, in the region of Blackreach. It is a dangerous place to live, especially outside of the safety of your little town. Yet venture out into the wilds beyond you did. 2 of you, for coin, risking your lives to slay an assassin of a generous patron. 2 of you who saved the life of yourselves or your little friend, respectively, to acquire a poison that is being used as medicine for Nimwyn. Upon arriving at the top of the barrow and facing dangers on the way there, you found a odd creature, one that you later realized to have been undead. It attacked you with its fists, with the dagger, and with the short sword, and quite nearly killed Sabbast, but for the intervention of the group. Sabbast being frustratingly good at controlling the creature through the fight, and therefore earning its ire. Investigating the scene, you found a magical lantern that Dorian is currently holding on to for everyone. You also found a peculiar medallion that marks its bearer as a member of a particular mercenary guild, a rather infamous one, on the opposite side of Blackreach. Wondering what all this could mean, you decided to return to town together, and to collaborate somewhat as to the greater meaning of all of this mystery. But before we deal with any of that, we're going to once again step back in time. Not so very far this time. Just a matter of weeks ago, in fact. Naya moonlights outside of her work at Heart's Hearth when everyone else in her house is asleep. Occasionally, she slips outside, avoiding the street lamps, and makes her way to the cornfields on the north side of town. There, she and several other members of the town's youth gather for a little bit of light entertainment, bruising and bloodying the noses of one another for their own amusement and the entertainment of others. Naya, it is one such night. Would you set the scene for us all? Tell us what's around, who's around, and what you are doing.
So, I would say each night this probably happens like 2 or 3 times a week, tops. But I'd get my darkest cloak and just like throw it over my, throw my hood up over my head, and I'd sneak out to the cornfields. And essentially, what we do is it's probably a group of maybe 12 of us, and it's Fight Club. You don't talk about Fight Club, but honestly, it's a little less than legit. We just know that the more privileged folks in the town get a kick out of watching the poor people beat the shit out of each other. So it started as just kind of like a fun little like get your frustrations out, life is hard. But we get in these little scraps with each other, and the rich people will kind of bet on who they think will win the fight. Again, they're definitely fixed fights, so whichever is going to make us more money, we throw it all in the pot. They take whatever they kind of win amongst each other, but we do take a cut, and then we split it up so that we kind of have just a little bit extra. I never make a ton of money. It's not anything my dad would question, being slipped into the register. But, if I notice that we're running low on anything and I don't think that we've been making enough at the tavern, this is something I'd go and do just to make a little extra cash. I think one guy got a broken nose one time, but that's about the extent of how hurt people get. Because, again, like, we know how to, like, bloody a lip and stuff to make it look legit, because, like, rich people don't know how to fight.
In all fairness, they don't get terribly close to you to
Yeah.
really investigate, and it's dark. Like, this whole thing is lit by 4 lanterns at the corner of a ring that don't do a great job of illuminating everything, to be fair. But it adds to the mystique, it adds to the ambiance of what you are doing and the secretive nature of it. Are you in these rigged fights? Are you typically a heel? Are you a head? What is your role here?
It depends who we notice in the crowd. Some of the more, like, I'm a very little petite lady. I am 5'3". If we have more sadistic patrons, I'll lose. Because they like watching, like, the lowest get beat kind of thing. But, if it's people who treat us kindly and stuff, like, everyone loves an underdog. So, we fix the fights depending on the crowd.
Fair. You've been here for a few minutes. You arrived a little bit late. You listened carefully to the sounds around the house until you are certain everyone is down for the evening. And Edmund took a little bit of time starting to snore this evening. You're not sure why, but you weren't here for the first fight, or indeed the second. And you were arriving quite in the middle of another match, and you see, not far off, but outside of the light, the silhouettes of some of the gentry folk, standing, watching, occasionally passing pieces of paper or glasses or bottles between them, and a little bit of coin changing hands. They're a little far for you to notice anyone, and that's something of the idea. As you approach, you are greeted by who you know to be your opponent for the night. These things, as you said, they're somewhat scripted, and you have days off in between to heal and recuperate and to agree on how the different fights will go. Tonight is an especially difficult match, one you are certainly not favored to win. This is because you are going up against Barrett Thorn. Barrett Thorn is a half-orc, one of the few in Heart's End. There's no shortage of them in Blackreach, but in Heart's End, they are few in number. Barrett stands a full 2 heads taller than you. He works as a blacksmith's apprentice, and he has arms as large around as your waist. And it is decided that he is going to win this evening. And it's supposed to be a well-anticipated match by the gentry, because the sadists among them would love to see a tiny person like you just absolutely destroyed by the biggest guy down there.
I mean, he sounds kind of fine, though. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, continue.
Mean.
He's green.
If you he has actually a bit of a gray tinge to his skin. He approaches you, and as you are walking up, passes you a bottle that you kind of hope was more full than it is. It's probably got a quarter left of it. And says, "You're gonna take it easy on me tonight, right? I mean, I've got work in the morning."
Oh, that's of course. You know I could kick your ass though.
Of course, that's the only part of me you could reach.
I've heard that in real life, okay?
He takes
This is a real fight now.
He takes a seat on a hay bale, and he has to squat deep to get down to it, but Pat's beside him. Say, haven't made it out to the tavern lately. Everyone alright? How's Pops?
Yeah, as paranoid as ever. This watches me like a hawk. You know, everyone's doing alright. I noticed you hadn't been around, though. You've been working a lot? They have you at the blacksmith?
Yeah, you know, Chimney keeps me pretty busy. You got a new job lately, and well, it's been causing us a real headache. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'd love to be going up against somebody else tonight, just so I could actually vent a little, you know. Boy, but and as he mentions Chimney, you know that Barrett's adopted father is a dwarf. His name is Wilberforth Thorn, but everybody just calls him Chimney because he is constantly smoking at absolutely every moment from the time that he wakes up to the time he goes to bed.
Feel that?
Yeah, she says, dragging on that vape. Says, actually, it's for a friend of yours, that Silverman.
Oh. Well, you know, I'm glad that they have you working a lot. That means you're learning. It means you're growing. Like, you know, you must be doing really well if they're trusting you. Like, he's kind of a peculiar guy, and like, you know, if they're trusting you with his project.
Well, it's Chimney doing it, but I need to help. And I tell you, your friend is a right bastard when it comes to this stuff. He wanted 2 swords made, but they had to be identical. Like, not close. Like, to every exacting detail. Perfect replicas of one another. Who needs 2 great swords anyway? They're too heavy. It's not like you can swing them about, and he doesn't seem the type to use something that big anyway.
Well, his friend is real big. Maybe they're like, you ever seen where friends get like charm bracelets and one says best and the other says friend? Maybe
I have never once seen that.
I've heard about it. Maybe he just wants like matching swords with his, because I don't think he has any real friends.
That is a shame. If he keeps sending our swords back saying they're imperfect, he's not likely to make one of me. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
Hey, you gonna finish that?
I get enough at home. Don't tell my dad.
Turns the bottle up. It's the cheap stuff.
All the cheap stuff.
But he turns it up and reaches over and slaps a big palm on your knee. Says, "All right, you ready to do this?"
Always.
All right, game face on. And he takes 2 steps away, then like looks back, reaches down, grabs the hay bale that you're sitting on, and rips it out from under you with one arm. And everyone
always like this.
Everyone around knows this is part of the show. He's like getting at you before the match starts. But he carries the hay bale with him out in the middle of the ring, plants it down, Captain Morgan's on top of it, and starts saying some very disparaging things about your family that you know he doesn't mean.
I think when he pulls the hay bale out from me, I'm definitely trying not to laugh. I'm just like sitting there seething on the ground. Now you listen here. Your dad is so short and so smoky.
Well, I
Get
don't.
him.
I never knew my mother, but if I knew her, she would make better apple pies than your mom. I hear they taste
Whoa.
like shit.
He's kind of right.
You don't get any cider next time you
I'm
come.
gonna find out later. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
You look about, and as you're kind of starting to circle each other in the middle of this place, you see a familiar face. You first notice it by the glint of gold in the lantern light. But amongst the noblemen is Warren Bassett, one of the new gentry. And he already has a predetermined amount of gold in his hand, flipping one gold coin to the side of the stack like it was a poker chip, eagerly awaiting for you to be done with your match.
I think she sees him and, like, gets a little uncomfy, but, like, game face.
Barrett swings. It's always haymakers from Barrett. You know...
Oh, I scooted my chair.
You know Barrett can fight. You've seen him do it, and it's not hard to make his half-orc blood boil. But when he comes out here to the ring, when he comes out here to perform, he is intentionally sloppy. It's so easy to drag this out, to give everyone a little bit of a spectacle, to duck under a large but relatively slow fist barreling at your face time and again. You duck under an arm and land a few jabs into his abs, and
Get some body shots in there.
you do. Hurts your hand a little bit.
He got abs?
Blacksmith's
Rob, you
apprentice
keep
girl.
making him hotter.
I'm sorry. I have a thing for orcs. Continue.
And he looks down and laughs loudly enough at your efforts that the nobleman can hear before picking you up by the back of your belt and your collar and throwing you across the little ring that
Hell
you've made for
yeah.
yourselves. As you hit the dirt and, like, spit some soil out of your mouth, you have an instinct you don't think you've had before, an unfamiliar instinct. You look up into his face and you note those orcish features staring down at you, underlit by the lantern sitting on the floor far below his enormous frame, and think, monster. Kill.
I think her hands are, like, shaking at this point, and she, like, quickly gets herself up. It's a little less fluid than normal.
The fists
And
are
she's-
coming in already. One just coming in towards your right ear.
And she's gonna just, like, full, like, right hook up to, like, it's probably, like, barely his jaw. You know what? Let's be real. It's an uppercut, just right into his chin.
Time for you seems to slow for a moment as that fist is coming up. Again in your head, monster. Kill. But no, that's Barrett. That's your friend coming out here. He's supposed to win. And even so, this isn't like a lethal match. You guys are just palling around. You're just trying to get a few coin off of people that have too much of it, and get it where it belongs, where it can do the most good, down here with you. And nevertheless, monster. Kill.
I think as, like, that, like, blow lands, her hair starts to crackle a little bit. And she just gonna kind of scream out and, like, do another punch, but it's gonna be like a hook to the side of his head. Not a planned one.
As your fist comes in, you feel a warmth at your chest. Not inside of you, outside of you, underneath your shirt. Something burning hot all of a sudden. As your hair does begin to light, it begins to crackle and separate and begin to lift from your shoulders. And that same energy travels down your right arm into your fist. And you see Barrett's eyes go wide moments before a flash of white light. You blink a few times, it's dark. That light blinded you, blinded everyone for a moment. And you can hear a deep groaning, a deep sobbing. As you blink, Barrett is on the ground in front of you, on his knees and one elbow, one hand clasped onto the side of his face. You see exposed muscle and somewhat boiled flesh peeling away from his left eye, and the stubble that he typically sports gone, and you smell burnt hair. There's an audible gasp from all of your friends, and from the nobles, who have all taken a step back, if they didn't run entirely.
I think I'm gonna drop to my knees and like kind of hands toward his face, but I don't want to touch him. I'm like, no, I'm so sorry.
You say that, he rolls onto his back and shuffles quickly, 2 or 3 long scoots, kicking his enormous legs to put distance between you and him, holding his hand out with fear in his eyes. You haven't seen fear in Barrett Thorne's eyes in your entire life.
And she's like just wringing her hands. I don't know. I'm sorry. And she's gonna get up and just book it.
As you run, it doesn't occur to you to notice who. But you shoulder past someone, running straight for home in as direct a line as you know, and you know this route well. And you just shoulder out of the way a man dressed in finery, the dark shoulder cape with a golden clasp, wearing the costume of a nobleman with scars on the back of his head. And Jasper Lowe watches the girl with thunder for fists running home.
I think I don't run straight home. I think I would probably like either run into like a separate field or somewhere just like where people aren't. And I'm probably gonna like drop probably all fours. Like I was gonna say knees, but it's all fours. And I'm just sobbing and like punching the ground. And I like sit back and look at my hands. And then like kind of look up to the sky because I don't know where this bastard came from that, you know, he saved me, but also. And I'm just going to like yell out, "What did you do to me? What did you make me?"
As you are kneeling down, from inside of your shirt falls the little silver necklace with the little silver effigy of 2 hands, as though clasped in prayer. And the tiny little head, the tiny little infantile form peeking out from between the fingers.
I don't want to be a monster.
And with that, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm like, she probably just sits there for a hot minute and then like heads home. That's it.
With that, we will rejoin our 4 heroes in the present, walking through the gates on the western side of town, walking back down the King's Road to your respective destinations with the intention to meet up later in the evening, walking past a somewhat surly guardswoman with her helmet on backwards, who is surprised but pleased to see you all returning in one piece, if a little worse for wear. Right, she's got it pushed back today, you know, high on the head. So, if I remember right, you were all planning to maybe drop off your things, maybe gather some different things, and then meet at somebody's house. Was it the Heart's Hearth in the evening? Or was it... Okay.
Slumber party!
Hey.
Y'all are in the driver's seat now. Who is doing what?
Before we fully get going, I just have to say, because I have Pike in my lap and your character has white hair, when you said that she ran off, this is just what I pictured, was just tiny, short little head just
Gosh.
through the corn. Anyway.
Also,
I
before we
did
get
a murder.
started, we have gotten a handful of donations, and I want to say thank you. I
Mhm.
believe Over Numerousness donated $100,
Ooh.
and
Thank you.
2?
somebody
Thank
else who was
you.
it? I'm like trying to scroll back in the chat. There was somebody else who donated, I believe, 20.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
You.
See, those things tips don't show up in my little activity feed so I'm trusting y'all to know that, and I'm trying not to, because I learned my lesson the other week with paying attention to the sparkles underneath my face.
Thank you, Irish. Yeah, so Over Numerousness donated 100, and Cold Rolled Steel donated 10.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Excellent, yes. So, if anyone has anything that they would like to call that they accomplish, or something they would like to go and do, or role play before joining up this evening, now's a good time to let everyone know about it.
Oh, Nim and I have to go get blankets and stuff from the
Oh,
shack.
yes.
Gotta make the pillow fort.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab a burlap sack that we have and put every pillow we have in there and every
Yeah.
blanket. It's not a lot, but
It
Hell
is
yeah.
not a lot.
It's
Who
gonna be a cozy fort.
cares?
Dorian's gonna help you a little bit, but you see him standing at the window, kind of staring out at the bigger house for a little bit before ultimately turn to you and be like, I think we need to get back to them today, but can you help me with something tomorrow?
yes, of course.
There's something in there that I need to get, and I'm nervous, so
I'm happy to be there with you.
good. And the silence is interrupted by Morty on the table, probably pecking at bits of food before looking at the two of you with this look that's excuse me.
Don't worry, Morty. You can come to the sleepover too.
I don't think he'd really let us leave him behind, to be honest. So
That's
Just
true.
picture bird in the window,
at the top of your house, just
What were those?
Yeah.
The Windex commercial crows that would laugh at people.
yeah.
I think Naya is gonna run into the house and be like, I'm sorry, I missed my shift. I have friends. They are coming here. This is to her dad or her mom, whoever's out front, probably her dad. Do we have blankets and pillows? A lot. How many?
I mean, a few. We're not used to. Yes, I mean that's kind of more of the dailies thing. I mean, frankly, they probably have a lot that they're not using.
I mean, so they're not needing a place to stay. We're having a slumber party.
Oh,
Can we make popcorn?
sure. Wow. Well, it's just
I used
unexpected.
it. I killed a guy. Anyway, yes.
Okay, so we're gonna
A
get to
lot
talk
happened today.
about cleaning. What we should? You want a drink? I mean, we can close up for a minute if you want to talk, because it sounds like you have had a day.
That's it.
Are you okay?
Well,
Are you fine?
I think I'm good. So I didn't I wasn't the one who. My friends killed him. Anyway, they're great. You're going to love them. But
I'm sure.
like it was all in self-defense. So like we had to go find this guy because he tried to kill somebody, and we were on like a mission. Also, that Silverman's gonna give us some money. I don't know why I went Valley Girl with that, just like some money.
I mean, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Did you tell? I mean, did you tell Raphael? I mean, if there's a murderer on the loose, that's kind of his business,
Well,
isn't it?
So here's the crazy thing. So he wore a red shirt. Wild, I know. And like he was this monster. It had glowing red eyes and his mouth was like and we beat him. And also you know how sometimes I can do things that I don't understand.
Honey, most of the things you do, I don't understand. This conversation, especially.
That's true. I helped someone. I made someone better. And it felt really nice.
That's all we can
but
hope to do.
Because they were like dead, and then they weren't, and I don't have to hurt people. I can do good things, and I can protect people, and I can protect you, and I can protect Edmund, and I can protect Mom. Where's the popcorn? I need to make the popcorn.
Go ask your mother.
I love you, Papa, and I give him a little kiss, and like I probably just hand him the sword and just bolt to the back, and I'm gonna start making snacks with my mom.
Love you too.
And just be like, "Tie up, friends."
Looks over at Edmund, who was like sitting at the end of the bar, just kind of listening to it all.
My sister killed a guy.
Sitting at the edge of the bar with a glass, just like.
You ever
pretending you're not listening, but you're fully just.
You ever
Does the
gonna
turn
have
for
friends
a
you're
second.
gonna invite over for a sleepover? Not if I can help it.
Oh,
Ooh.
he's an emo teen. Oh my god, Edmund would love Dorian. Anyway, they got the same bangs.
Edmund got some bangs.
Hell yeah, dude.
Your mom always tries to get him to keep it in a Jim Hawkins little ponytail out of Treasure Island, but it just always goes down in the face when she's not looking.
Yeah.
It was white, but he's like done his best to add like black streaks.
Yeah. White hair, really easy to color. So Dorian and Nim, y'all have gone to get stuff. Sabbast, are you up to anything? Do you go home? Do you just follow?
Yes. Sabbast is going to make her way back home to just check in, follow through on what she said she would. And then pretty much say, "Hi, love you. Bye."
Estrellas is the only one that's home when you get there. And as it's getting towards evening, you can smell the stew is back on. It's for another evening of the same dish. She's so stinking proud of it. And tries to convince you to stay, because he made your favorite. It's really his favorite, but it's not bad. And do you give him any indication of... He doesn't ask, but do you give him any indication where you will be, or what you'll be doing, or...
Yeah, I think she'd probably spill the beans at least a little bit on what they were doing or what they had been doing. Or like if he noticed like her scratches and bruises, just kind of being like, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
It's all good.
Do you need anything? Like, from me? Any way I can help or anything? Anything at all?
I mean, I don't think so, but that's sweet. Where's Elijah?
Oh, he's out.
Out.
He's been going out more lately. He doesn't like it when I ask. He should be
Wait.
home for dinner, though.
No, I've got to get back to my friends. I guess I can. Can I call them friends?
You have new friends?
Don't.
Oh, that's what.
Please
you
don't
want your
say
old,
it like
You
that.
don't want your old man like, hanging about. Then you just,
No, it's.
you go have a wonderful time.
No,
Be a delight.
I
When you get home,
guess-
tell me all about it.
they're the. Look, they're the people that I was hired alongside to go and do this with, and I guess we're all just kind of staying over at Naya's place. You know, the Heart's Hearth. It's
Oh,
Ozona's daughter or something.
well, you know, trying times and difficult moments, blood shed with one another does form fast friendships. That's how your father and I met.
They killed a
you-
guy together.
So romantic.
Yeah, she'll kind of look at him for a second and be like, "Hey, what do you mean? Bloodshed?
Oh,
Why haven't I heard this story? The hell?"
well, you see, actually rather embarrassing, as I was learning the glassblower's trade, I broke several things and cut myself up quite a good bit, and your father was quick with a bandage and a kind word, and yes, and
All right, okay, I get it. I thought that you meant that you had both killed a man or something.
roll an
God.
insight check.
Okay.
Well, maybe he does.
Yes.
They fucking killed a guy. Holy shit. These are the
you-
talks you have with your adult daughter.
I just picture him stabbing a guy and just looking up, being like, "You have the most beautiful eyes."
When you
It's
first
like-
were saying broken glass,
Um,
I was just thinking like, oh, he didn't clean up and a guy tripped and they found him the next morning.
They're both
There's
standing
so
over like,
many
well,
ways this could go.
Yeah.
I got a. You said insight?
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. Do you want to use either of your bonuses or no?
We gotta know if they killed a guy.
I do gotta know if they killed a guy. So you know what? I'll tack on that guidance that I was given.
I think that's wise.
So I think. Yeah, because I have a guidance and then I still haven't used inspiration. Come on, baby. That was a 1. So everything is as it should be.
That was good. 15 was
Uh,
the DC.
Oh, well, there we go.
Impossible
to fail.
He
Good
was
to
making up
me.
that story he
Got
just
your
told you.
guidance back.
Immediately.
Oh, you got 2 people just at the same
Twice.
time did a guidance.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.
With a 15, you know that he was thinking on his feet to tell you that story that he just told you. It is, you know your dad well enough, and he does not lie often and very rarely to you, but that was a lie.
It's really
Murder dads.
sappy. I don't doubt for a moment that you were clumsy enough to get to that spot.
Okay, that's
But-
somewhat of an insult, but I would let that slide.
Oh no,
because
but
you have
am I?
new friends.
I'm not lying to you.
No, of course you aren't, and you should never.
So you said Dad's gonna be back after dinner?
I should be back for dinner. I've made enough for 3. I didn't realize you. But, stew always is good the next day.
Yeah. Sorry I couldn't stay for it, but, give him my love, okay?
I will do.
Right.
Will we see you tomorrow?
I love you. Yes.
And I love you
At
too.
least we have no plans. I think we're just checking back in with the Silverman and then who knows? Work as
Okay.
usual.
Well, give me a kiss.
She'll give him a kiss.
All right. And don't forget your blankets. And your pillows. And some snacks. There's something in the cupboard. But you're
All
fine.
right.
You're an adult.
No,
I love the
I'll
difference
take
between
them.
like Sabbast reacting to new friends and Naya.
she's just like, look, be chill. Stay cool.
It's like my coach used to say, act like we've been here before.
Yeah. She will gather up pillows and blankets and probably make her way out.
Okay.
But she will keep an eye out for Elijah. Maybe take like the longer way to get to the tavern if she can.
Okay. You making something of a circuitous route. If you're winding your way, I'd like you to roll any die and tell me if you get
Oh,
high or
God.
low. Just tell me if you get high or low on it,
Okay.
and then make me a perception check.
Okay. Hi! I got
Hi.
a 19!
Very nice. All right.
Yeah,
Perception
baby.
time.
Let's see if I can roll just as good. No. Perception, you said?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 7, baby.
7. All right. You wander about. You take the long way. Even as you like.
Wait, you
pass...
know what? I'm gonna tack on that guidance that I just got. Why
Okay.
not?
Yeah. For an 8.
Ooh, okay, that's a 10.
A 10.
Oh, not
It's-
bad.
Okay.
Completely mediocre. I'll take it.
10's good enough that I need to roll.
Hmm?
All right. You weave about building to building, farm to farm, and then house to house as you get closer and closer to the King's Road. Even past a neighbor or two who you're on speaking terms with, and ask if they've seen Elijah or if he went this way today. And no one has anything to report to you. Odd. If you think to yourself, you're heading north. You're about as far south as you can go in Heart's End, your farm. And he would have to pass by these places, unless either he did not come this way, or he were trying to not be seen.
Okay. She doesn't quite care for that. But after exhausting those resources, I'll head into the Heart's Hearth.
All right. Sabbast, kind of by necessity, will be the last to arrive.
Okay.
You are the farthest. Your home is the farthest from. Nevertheless, shortly you are all in the middle of a tap room around dinner time. Naya, your dad offered, did you want to close the bar tonight rather than work your shift and have a sleepover down here, or wait till after closing time, or what was the arrangement you made with Titus?
How late in the day is it? Like, how close would we have been to closing?
It's like 4:35 p.m. by the time y'all are rocking back up. Like, it's starting to get dark, but it's dinner time.
I think I'd, because I don't want my parents to lose no money on my account.
Well, I mean, you presumably when you visit Silverman, they're going to be up quite a bit.
It's true. But extra's always good. We're broke. So I think I would have been like, no, like, maybe Edmund could wait the tables. I'll just be upstairs. I don't want you to have to close. Edmund's probably not happy about that.
He rolls the one eye you can see from underneath the bangs.
Hang on. I'm Edmund now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't actually know if mine are long enough right now.
Oh yeah, yours are
Really?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
just
was
well, normally
never a
I
You
phase.
got like the
Yes.
prim and proper like e-boy swoop. Where
Not
Ellie's is
quite.
more
Getting
like
close.
definitely correct. I think
I straightened it back out.
a little bit.
Oh.
I
God,
just
I look
have curlies.
I look like one of those Pokemon trainers that's an asshole. I can't remember who.
Oh, so like all of those Pokemon trainers.
I'm like your rival.
To
You'll
protect the
never
world
beat
from
my
devastation.
Weedle.
God, I had so many Metapod jokes lined up for just a second there that we're not going to discuss.
I do love that someone said Ellie is more Fallout Boy because I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was
Fallout
thinking.
Boy was everything.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh.
this is the Great Escape, okay? I'm an elder emo. I
So,
have so many My Chemical Romance shirts.
all of you are whisked when you arrive up to Naya's room, where you will be spending the next little while. As you go in, there's tavern regulars, some of which some of you know. Sabbast, you're the most likely to recognize any faces. In fact, unless you decline, you probably have a few handshakes and hugs on your way upstairs.
She's
But-
so popular.
But the bearded man behind the counter will ask each of you if you are hungry and if you would like anything to eat, since it is getting on towards mealtime. There is a limited menu, and he gives you a meaningful look to avoid dessert. But if you are hungry, he will have something to eat sent up to you shortly. And what is Naya's room like?
It's pretty simple, honestly. I mean, like, it's gonna be a little tight with all four of us in here. I've got a little kind of bedroll on the floor. I have a couple of books from when I was like a kid. And you guys probably figured out Naya's reading comprehension didn't go much past that. She started working pretty young. She's got a couple little trinkets from like her mom, and like there's a pile of like maybe 3 blankets and 2 pillows that she has scavenged from the house in the corner. She has the biggest bowl they had just full of popcorn in the room. And I think there's probably 2 pies upstairs that her mom insisted she take for her friends. And she's like, maybe you can try them, but like, you don't have to eat those.
He has this habit of mixing up paprika and cinnamon in an apple pie that just...
No, it's cumin.
That was last week.
Now, cayenne in an apple pie.
That would
That might not be bad.
I put like cayenne in like hot chocolate.
Oh
and that's
god,
fine.
yeah, Mexican hot chocolate rules.
There is also just a little raggedy looking stuffed like lamb on her bed cot. That it's I mean, we're in medieval times, so we don't have like factories to make these things. It's definitely handmade and it's definitely well loved.
Aww.
But that's her room.
love it.
It's only since the renovation of Hart's Hearth, by the way, that you have your own room. Before the fire, you and Edmund were still obliged to share.
Stay on your side.
I'm on my side.
Oh yeah.
Gods.
We've drawn a line down the middle.
Jeez.
Um,
Say hey.
Hi,
Oh,
Hey, dog.
hello, big fella.
got more
Oh, she's
white in her
doesn't wanna
beard
be
than I do.
Oh, that's a wide boy.
yeah, she's still recovering. So
Oh, a wide
Oh.
lass.
we
Better.
love a thick
that's who you
girl.
keep hearing cry at me because she wants me
Oh.
probably to take her outside so she can lay in the sun again.
Aw.
Yeah.
So,
When we
Yeah.
all
It's a really big
entered-
rat you got there.
That's a big one.
X has grown recently. I don't think I told you. But
When we enter the room, Nimwyn's gonna look around and go, "Oh, it's really nice in here." And then she's gonna go over and dump out her sack of pillows and blankets to add to your pillows and blankets. I think we could make something out of all of these, don't you think?
I think so. And like Naya definitely looks relieved when you said that. Because she was very worried that you guys would be like, you're poor. Um,
Me and all of my friends at each other intermittently. Ugh, you're poor.
she's just very happy to have like the approval, and she's like, oh yes, it might be a little difficult. We can start like a foundation sort of thing. We can't really take any chairs until after closing. But I think after it closes, we could get like maybe like 6 chairs. I don't know that 6 chairs will fit in this room. Maybe 4. And like to prop up the blankets, and we can put all our little bedrolls and like blankets on inside, and then we could like tell scary stories or like secrets or talk about our crushes. I've never done this before. I think that's what you do.
Bast will walk in like right as she's saying all of that. Just gonna be like,
backwards walk.
Just
You
immediately.
want some popcorn?
huh? Yeah,
You want to watch
yeah,
a chick
you
flick?
got a what?
I don't know. I heard that one
Well,
time.
we take little
I
chicks
don't
and
know
just
what that is.
flick them.
No, she would never.
No, I mean it's not like violent. It's how you test to see if they're ready to fly. It's a normal thing.
Chickens can fly.
Yeah, a little bit. Like they can hover. Have you never seen?
No,
Naya,
don't
have you
know.
seen
really,
a chicken?
they don't really fly. No. And
I've
while he's
eaten
saying
a
that,
That's
chicken.
not
he's
what
gonna
I'm
like.
saying. They don't like fly.
While he's saying that, he's gonna unswaddle Morty from the one blanket he's been carrying and let this bird loose.
I've eaten chickens, but like I haven't spent a lot of time bonding with them. I've never talked to one, so I don't know their business.
I mean, not much to talk about, honestly. But yeah, I mean, chick flicks are normally just kind of a test.
It's you know what, like I respect your area of expertise.
Thanks.
I also definitely brought up like some of my dad's cider, because like that's my favorite thing he makes.
Hell yeah.
Because also like I can't drink beer. I drink Angry Orchards.
Same.
I'm just
Gotta
over
get-
here thinking chick flicks is now our parchment folder cheers. Our new canonical thing that exists that is totally normal. for
Chick
some
flick,
people.
yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah, you gotta test it somehow.
Get out of here.
Mama birds do it and farmers do it. I don't know why you'd watch it.
We're all
I
talking
genuinely
about
wasn't
Chick
sure
Flick
if
and
chickens
Morty.
could fly or not.
They can ascend. They cannot they don't go south for the
They don't
winter,
go
but they can
far.
get on top
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
You not seen the movie Chicken Run? They
I
have
don't
to make
like that.
With all
like,
the little
claymation
lesbians.
We were
style. It
talking about
scares
that
me.
last night.
Rob and I were talking about Chicken Run last night.
I love chicken run.
I rewatched it recently, and it
Did you?
holds up. So-
You think I don't kin Rocky the Rooster?
That's the whole
That movie
reason I
scared me as a
know
kid.
the song "The Wanderer" is because of that.
It's so good.
Guys, this is the spectacular banter and high roleplay that you tune in for.
You're
I just-
welcome.
I love the one little chicken that's just like they're all like the ones are getting taken away to go to the chopping block, and she's they're going to holiday.
Babs! I love Babs!
The whole night flashed before my eyes. It was very
It's really
boring.
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 I love her
Always
so
knitting.
much.
That's my next D&D character. Just gonna be an Aarakocra that is Babs.
I love that. I love
Good.
that for you. Oh gosh. Gonna do a
So,
one shot where we're like all in chicken run, trying to get out.
chicken
We can
run
all
one
play a different
shot.
animal.
Don't
You've
say
heard
it.
of Honey Heist. Now
Animal.
get ready
Yeah.
for Chicken Run.
Well, there's the
One's a-
Not
one plays a
licensed.
Minotaur.
Too.
One plays a Tabaxi. What else have we got? Someone can be a turtle. Just all different
another
farmyard
chicken.
humanoid races.
Aren't there going to
Gone.
be hippos?
Mm,
There's
There
a
are-
new hippo
There's,
race,
right?
right?
There's the
the GIF.
there's,
there's
an elephant.
Loxodon.
Loxodon,
Elephant.
yeah.
Loxodons, yeah.
And herringons.
Yeah.
Can be a herringon.
I
No.
wouldn't know nothing about
No
those.
herringons.
I'll be the herringon.
Yay, herringon.
Genuinely, the main thing to come out of Wednesday nights is Rob didn't like herringons just from the beginning, but now I hate them.
Well, then I'm gonna play one even harder.
I'll
We're gonna
leave it
do
to
an Easter
Crash.
session.
What will frustrate Rob as the dungeon master?
Listen,
this
it
campaign?
started on complete accident, but now I'm
Be a
just gonna keep
Twilight
rolling
cleric.
with it.
No,
I didn't know about the Twilight Cleric.
I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
But they have popcorn and cider and bad pies.
Bad part?
Don't eat them. My mom made them. You can try it if you want, but like her apple pies are questionable at the best.
You hear like a
She and my dad have that in common.
end of noise, and like we all look over to see that Morty's like with one of the pies, like pecking at it before going.
As the bird said.
Hmm.
Never seen him do that before. Usually he just eats whatever.
Yeah, that's. I don't think that's food. I don't know what she's putting in it. But we avoid them at all costs.
You should. If
Alright.
they're really that bad, you should find a way to weaponize those. You know, like you could take them out with us the next time you got to go fight things.
We'll give them
Can
to
do they do poison
patrons
damage?
that you hate.
You could find a way if they don't.
It would make a really good bait.
Real
That's
quick, anybody in the chat,
true.
let me know if you know who Bianchi is from Katekyo Hitman Reborn. That's Naya's mom.
I know what.
No
you're
idea what any of that just meant.
I don't
it's
know
a
my
character,
mom.
It's a
None of those
character
words were in the
from-
Bible.
It's a character from an anime where there's a bunch of mafia houses and hitmen, and one of them particularly
you.
is known for her poisonous cooking.
Oh, good for her.
Oh, and she's very pretty, but yeah, she's known for her poisonous cooking.
I am
It's like that lady
so
in the Victorian
delighted,
era who
Ty,
was, like,
that you
poisoning
know that
people's
show. That
husbands
is
for
my hard-ass favorite anime.
I gotta check that out.
So Nimwyn's never had pie
Oh.
before,
Oh wow!
and she doesn't
Oh, baby.
have anything to base it off of.
Ooh.
Oh no!
She's
A
actually gonna go
virgin
and try
palate.
the pie
No, Naya!
because she
that-
might like
Oh, I'm
it.
Naya.
So,
Nimwyn?
Mhm.
It'll give you the shits. Please don't.
She just scoops a section out.
We've been feeding her.
Man.
We've been
Yeah.
feeding her a lot of medicine
Okay,
recently.
yeah.
She might need that to help move some things. You know, just
so
you need a bucket.
Nimwyn, how strong is your desire to be polite?
She'll be honest. Nice, but honest.
Okay. That crust is some of the flakiest, crispiest, butteriest stuff that you have ever put in your mouth. And as soon as you get past that, it's difficult to explain. The elements are there. You taste spice, you taste sweet, you taste the apples, and they are soft. They have been cooked properly. But something about it being in your mouth makes you want very badly to put it back out of your mouth.
You guys watch Nim take a bite and go from like, ooh, flaky to. And she's gonna go, what? And then she's just gonna pick off the crust and eat the crust.
And take a long drink of cider.
The actual good Apple
Okay.
products that my family makes.
Yeah.
The crust is very good.
Yeah, that's about it. I'm glad you speak that out because, like I said, that can give you the runs. Is that sleepover talk? I don't know what we talk about here.
I don't know.
Have you guys had a sleepover before?
I mean, I've
No.
slept at like places other than my own house, but I don't know. Like in, are
Do you
we
define a
friends?
sleepover?
I was reading this book, this YA sort of novel, because again that's reading comprehension. And I knew the pillow fort. I knew the popcorn. It talked about talking about boys, that's or love interests. That's I think I like boys and girls, so I think it can split up. I think we can talk about I just like people. But
Good for you, mate.
and maybe we play games there's mash, or you can spin a bottle, or stand in the closet by yourself. This
7 minutes in purgatory just dropped. The idea that that's a game. The bottle lands on you and you just walk away.
Alright, guys, see you later.
Oh, my ribs hurt.
That's so. I'm like picturing that as like a Disney Channel original movie. Of like, oh my gosh, okay. And they're all like, oh, and it lands on someone. And then just like it pans to the camera in the closet. And they're just kind of like,
Oh, my abs hurt. And I think my eyelashes are gonna fall off.
like they're not upset to be in there. It's part of the game.
It's the best party game for introverts. It's like, this is a reward.
Sorry,
my
guys, this is the high level of RP that we deliver. Oh, God. My neck hurts.
They warned us last week, guys, that they were going to have a sleepover episode. It's your own fault for showing up.
Oh, my God.
Nimwyn takes in that information and she thinks about it for a second and she goes, well, apart from the being inside of a closet, I think technically if a sleepover is making a tent and talking to people and eating food, I've only done sleepovers.
You're the expert, then.
I guess so.
Well, do you have like a lot of family?
Yes, well,
Oh.
we travel. We don't have one specific house or anything, so we travel through the Ebon Wood and we set up tent. And so I've always shared my sleeping spot with my family and things. So
Sweet. Huh. Think
it's very nice.
sleepover's probably more like people that you choose? Maybe?
Then I don't think I've had a sleepover.
I will say, for the benefit of all, and particularly for Eric in the chat, who's trying to troll us,
If
It
you
is-
make people call their parents to pick them up, Naya's gonna cry for the rest of the episode.
Yeah, what is the matter with you?
a parade of minivans shows up in
Even
front
though
of
I
the...
was that kid, because I got nervous.
Well, it is getting darker out. What little light comes through during the day here is rapidly fading. if y'all are going to be hanging out in here, you're either going to be hanging out in the dark, or you need a lamp, lantern, or candle of some sort.
Naya would have run down and brought, like, candles up, like, as people are leaving, she's stealing just, like, the little candles off the table, one by one. Clear the table, take the candle. And she'll just kind of, like, put them around where they're going to make their little pillow fort. That sounds like a fire hazard. I'll put them in the middle of the room, a little bit away from where the pillow fort's gonna be.
The last sleepover was how the Heart's Hearth burned down.
I'm a firefighter.
I kid.
I use Druidcraft, almost like big light bugs, like big lightning bugs, just to kind of flutter around the room.
Oh my gosh, they're like the fairy lights.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so
Naya's
fun.
got a tapestry. That's for sure.
I apologize if you hear Keitha keep crying at me. I don't know what she wants, but she's just standing here screaming.
So I think, like, I brought, like, some chairs up and stuff, and, like, started trying to construct a pillow fort. I've never done it before. And I think the blanket probably keeps falling down.
Between the four of you, you get something serviceable. It's not going to go down in the Blanket Fort's Hall of Fame, but for everyone's first effort, it stands. Nimwyn has to kind of lean up against this one part to kind of keep it up, but otherwise, yeah.
It's so cozy.
She's taller than the chairs.
Yeah.
I know you're only 6 foot, but, like, comparatively.
She's just... I'm so happy. This is so fun.
So, do we, want to, like, play a game? Do we want to talk about what happened? And, like, or do we wait till later to talk about our childhood traumas? Like...
But Nim and I already covered that.
What?
Together. Yeah,
You have those?
Yeah, there's a
Doesn't
lot.
everybody?
There's a lot.
My
You're
Dorian
right.
and I are best friends because we told each other all of our secrets really fast. And that's how you make best friends. They
I
know
have-
all the secrets.
I have a good idea for the game. Okay? It's truth or truth. You go around in a circle, and everyone tells a secret.
Then what's the point in really, like, choosing?
Well, it is the illusion of free will.
Well,
Maybe we
This
can
sounds
make
like a
it-
different version of that
Maybe we
game,
can
Honesty
still-
and Heroics,
Done.
where you either
Maybe
are
we
honest
can-
about something or do something daring.
If you don't
Maybe
tell
we
a
can
secret, you
still-
have to eat pie.
well, there
Or-
is.
We can make it like secret or extra secret. Like,
Or,
still-
Naya, do
I
you
don't
have
know.
paper and pen?
Yeah. And so she'll, like, crawl out of the tent, or the little fort, and, she's got, like, in her little pile of books, there's a little journal. She flips past her, like, little, like, Dear Diary, today I ate the worst pie I've ever had. And gets to some blank pages and comes in with that, and, like, we write with quills. I don't think we have pens.
Or, like, charcoal, I guess.
Yeah, I say comes in
Little
with
things.
something to write with, and is like, here.
Alright, so this was a game that some other kids used to play, and what you do is you're not supposed to know anything. You
Already got it.
Take your piece of paper, write down something that's a secret. Then they all go into the middle. Then we each take one out, read it, and you can either come forward or not. It's kind of fun.
I like that.
I
That's
think
very
that's a good idea.
cool. That's... Quick question for Sabbast. Do you, like, flip back at all?
No. She has stayed on the page you gave her.
Good friend. Because she has, like, the reading and writing comprehension of, like, a first grader. But yeah, so This is a very good game. I'm going to get more charcoal because I think I only grabbed one. So she'll go back out.
Fine, we can
bring
just
some back in.
share.
That's fair. So
All right. She will scribble down her secret on a little piece of paper, twist it up, and then just throw it into the middle.
I'll do the same.
Nimwyn also does that.
Mm-hmm. Dorian sits for a moment, and you can clearly see it like it's doing like the beautiful mind thing of like things just floating around. Is like, which of the many do I write down? What do I write? What do I do? Before he eventually writes one down.
What is oversharing and what is not enough?
Yeah.
Nimwyn she wrote something, and then she added a little bit more, and then she added a little bit more, and then she put it in.
All right. So I will determine who draws what, who is drawing first. And I suppose, do you, in the rules of your game, the game, you share what is written down with everyone and you try and determine who is which, yes? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who is drawing first?
Nimwyn knows the most about sleepovers.
Here, wait. Real quick. Idea. Everyone DM your secret to Rob.
While y'all are typing, I will say welcome and thank you to Helm Hamburger Hand, which is a great dwarven
Your message.
screen name.
You are fine.
Welcome, Dice and Autism. Fluffy Bacon Unicorn.
I didn't tell you guys what the lantern does. I'll tell you later.
That's what Dorian wrote. So my lantern does this.
Yeah.
Welcome, Dutch King Dan, Bortuus, Action Surge 5e, love that, and Little Starfish, who's in the chat. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're in a super serious D&D campaign, and currently
Having a
playing
slumber
Truth
party!
or Truth.
We're having a slumber
party.
party.
And we're really good at it.
Also, welcome to channel regulars that I haven't seen up until now. Rimforge and Sarah are here in the chat, and thank you once again to everyone who is donating to our charity. If you'd like to support the channel, we are still pushing towards our sub goal, but if you would like to donate to the charity, use the donate button, the link that is being regularly posted in the chat, or the tip button on the about page of this channel. Everything raised in that particular fashion is going to benefit WRRAP. I'll put their link in here now. All right.
I worded
I
mine a
have
little better, so I said
Naya's.
twice.
Okay.
I think of what to.
This is the best way to get into backstory.
Yeah.
The slumber party.
All right. I think I'm only missing Kai right now. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, I haven't sent it yet.
Okay. I'm just making sure that I haven't missed it somehow.
Wimble said in the chat, Nimwyn being the most used to sleepovers is the worst part of the sleepover, and I think that's so funny.
They also said earlier that I hope they all paint Dorian's fingernails.
Yes.
We gotta.
Yes, we
Makeovers! I
can.
forgot about that part.
Can you imagine?
This one's
Can you
black.
imagine,
This
like,
one's a
all
really
the
dark
girls-
gray.
Can you imagine
This
all
one's
the girls,
cobalt,
though, like,
this one's
looking
obsidian.
Super pretty and like walking downstairs in their makeup and their hair's done. Then here comes Dorian with like blue eyeshadow, red lipstick, two tiny
He's like-
pigtails, like completely dead eye. Just
Yes.
That's the
Don't
cosplay
let
we
him
need to
fool
see.
you. He told us to do that.
the bird. The bird sitting on his head.
Morty has a couple little like feather pigtails too.
Morty. I'm sorry, my brain just processed that. I was reading chat and I'm like,
Okay.
I just want to say that Dorian and I probably shouldn't guess for each other because we know a lot about each other already.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, if you happen to get each other's, we still don't know.
It's
That's
true. That's
Yeah.
very true.
Because you don't say whose is whose until the end.
We'll
Or you
just
try to
keep a
guess.
good poker face.
Yeah.
Hey.
Orian's gonna
All
scoop up Morty and like hold him on his back like a baby and start like ruffling through his feathers gently. And the whole time Morty's doing that bird thing with the mouth open, just going like, like I don't like this.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, normal bird behavior.
Someone said that someone put like, oh, they need to have a pillow fight, and then someone put, Naya's going to genuinely hurt someone, and then I'm gonna be sad. Which is why I haven't
Again.
suggested it.
All right, who is drawing first? Everybody takes their little piece of paper, everybody twists it up, everybody puts it into the same pile in the center. Sabbast, I reckon, reaches over and mixes them, and then somebody picks one up.
We said that Nimwyn has like the most experience with sleepovers, so would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
All yours.
All right, I need you to roll a d10 for me.
Ooh. Girl.
Oh, I just dropped that off the table.
This is now a canon D&D game that you can play in your campaign.
I got a 6.
6. So,
Look at her.
you open up the paper, and it says, I might have killed the boy I have a crush on.
Oh. I have killed the boy I have a crush on.
What?
These are really good secrets.
I was talking about just small things.
Oh, I think we all missed that
Jeez.
memo, maybe.
Okay. I mean, there's definitely some talk to be had about that, so I can't say it's not at least interesting.
Yeah.
Actually,
so who?
I kind of want to know.
I mean, we all know here we're capable of murder.
You think?
We did
Don't?
kill that guy.
I know, but like, you know, before then. Feels weird.
But see, the key word here is accident. So, like, not planned. So,
Yeah.
There's only one of us who hasn't said anything.
yeah.
All right, so the next one.
Aya, you look over and see Morty is just like staring at you.
Third eye wide open.
Yeah.
God.
Naya's just been like sitting like knees up like I am and just like was just staring at the ground being like when Sabbast is like, oh, I thought it was little stuff, she's like
Her eyes don't leave the little scrap of paper.
yeah, I might have fucked up. Oh no. I said might. I don't know, he might be okay.
Wait, so it is you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was an accident.
What happened?
I mean, accidents happen. It's okay,
yeah.
right? If you don't mean to do it, accidents happen.
So you guys know how in the fight sometimes like I don't really know what's gonna come out. And like sometimes because my magic is really new. I've only had it like a month, honestly. Like maybe 2. I don't know. I'm bad at math. But so I told Sabbast this a little bit, but I make a little extra money. And we go and do like kind of like fake fights in the cornfield over there. Because the rich people like to watch that, and they don't know that we're not hurting each other. but when I first noticed I had powers, I had a fight with this boy, and he's really nice, and he's really sweet, and he's very talented. But he's really big, and so sometimes the rich people like to watch little people get hurt. Or like it depends on the crowd. It depends on the night. But he was supposed to win the fight. It was a fixed fight, and I don't know what happened. But I got really scared because he tossed me, and he wasn't trying to hurt me. It's all for fun and to make us some extra money for our families. But after he tossed me, I got really scared, and I started really fighting him. And you know that thing where my hair gets kind of big and then lightning happens?
Yeah.
I accidentally did that to his face. And I don't know that he'll ever forgive me. He is my best friend, but I don't think he ever wants to see me again. We always had really good times when we did the fights, and he was always really sweet to me. And I kind of thought he liked me too. But I don't think he likes me anymore. I think he's scared of me. But who wants popcorn?
Nimwyn takes a piece of popcorn.
My God.
As Nim is doing that, Dorian's gonna like gently push the popcorn bowl down and be like, "Oh, you and I do very similar things, but I guess I understand it maybe a little better than you, but
It kind of came out of nowhere, and I
know
don't
that
really. No one told me how to do it. That was the first time I'd ever did any magic. And
I
it
can't
was
say
'cause I
I've
got
been doing
scared.
it. I can't say I've been doing it for very long, but my mom was so good. Anything she ever tried, and we could try to learn together,
I'd like that because
teach you, and we can learn from there. And I mean,
that's
I'm not really a people person, but if you need somebody to go and at least seem like a worse person around your friend, I mean, people usually don't like me, so
I like you.
I
I
could.
think you're nice. You just get scary sometimes. But
I mean, you've got not the
I
Even like
kindest
the
looking
scary
exterior,
parts,
but
too.
you've been nothing but kind.
yeah. And like I guess I'm kind of scary sometimes because he won't talk to me anymore. But I don't know if he's okay. I hurt
Ever-
him pretty bad.
Have you ever tried visiting him?
I don't think he'd want to see me.
Well, I mean, you never know that unless you try. Can't just guess what people are thinking.
I mean, that night, like, I had never had anyone look at me the way he looked at me. And I felt like a monster. And so I
Get that.
guess I'm scared. But and
You're allowed
honestly,
to be.
Sabbast, like when I healed you, that was the first spell I ever did that didn't hurt anybody, and it felt really nice. Because I didn't
Definitely
know my
lucky.
magic could not hurt.
Well, maybe it's got something to do with your intentions at the moment. I mean, magic is fickle,
Mm,
but it's got
yeah, because like when I
spirituality and whatever in it.
did the little poof thing, that was because I
Yeah.
wanted to run away, and I just poof and ran away, but I ran away in the wrong direction and then ended up right next to that guy. So I think a little bit of it is just however I'm
Pretty
feeling.
cool.
But I think if I can get it better under control,
Yeah.
it might be
I mean,
nice.
not
think you're
all
fine.
spells have to hurt people, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, Nim does a whole lot of things that help people.
Yeah,
Like some things make like little flowers, and like he's gonna start like druid crafting little flowers all over the place. I mean, it just takes practice, you know? I mean, I'm not even very good at it yet. I just have a little foot in the door before you just because of where I came from. So,
And
Well,
just because you mess up once or twice doesn't mean that everyone's not gonna like you anymore either.
yeah.
Mhm.
I messed
Like-
up pretty big because I don't know if he's gonna make it. I guess I could send Edmund to talk to his dad.
why don't we tomorrow go see him? Because I mean, I tell Nim all the time. If she accidentally hurts me, I know it wasn't her intent. No, just it's how it goes sometimes. And given he already liked you once,
I don't know. He might have like a little crush on me, but I don't think he has a little crush on me anymore.
Hey, Naya. The worst he can do is say that he's still mad. Maybe he doesn't want to see you again. But honestly, a concrete answer is always better than just eating your own brain from the inside out.
But
mine can be the
You gotta
worst
talk to
monster.
people.
what if he didn't make it?
Then at least that's a confirmation.
Naya, your mind can conjure so many more worse things. What might actually
Yeah.
be real?
You're not wrong. That I am being a big downer. We were playing a fun game.
And hey, if your magic is influenced by how you're feeling, just chill out
Yeah.
for the foreseeable future. At least until we go and see this guy. Maybe.
If I gotta make you,
If
if I
you're
gotta
feeling
make
it.
you a potion to be calm, like I make Nim potions, we'll figure it out. You know?
he's gonna make some zanies.
Don't really. You don't need a potion. We're above a tavern, you
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, but I mean, we don't want her drunk all the time.
Is that not the same thing?
What? No, not all.
Exactly. The thing I take makes me sleepy too.
But that's why we went to get the flowers, so you hopefully won't be sleepy.
Right.
But I think I just get nervous, and sometimes I freeze, and I guess sometimes I do magic, and that's new. But I haven't had a lot of time to get good at it. So I appreciate that you said you'd help me learn. And
Do what I can. You can read through any of my mini books. Doesn't matter. Just whatever you need.
I'm not the best at reading, but we could read them together.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time in my life reading because I spent a lot of time alone, so I can help.
Dorian is a very good reader.
You have a nice voice. I bet you would tell good bedtime stories.
My mom used to tell me a lot of bedtime stories, but it was a long time ago. So
Hiya. Naya,
Mor-
you should go
Morty in
next.
the middle of all of this is
Yeah.
Oh,
Who wants to take another
Like-
piece of paper?
that's I'll go next. Thank you.
So I just kind of take a full fistful of popcorn and just kind of like,
I'm gonna
you got
get
like
one of
two
these.
of the ciders just double fisting it.
yeah.
We're gonna have like a ton of trauma, and then one of these is like, I once went to summer camp. Woo!
My
I
head was
kissed a boy
green.
behind a cabin, and I never told anyone.
All right, Naya, roll a d8 for me, please.
Sorry, that got real heavy. I got a 7.
7. You pick up a twisted piece of paper from the middle of the pile. And it bears the message, I know what happened to Randall Thorpe.
Oh wow.
Who's
I don't know them.
Thorpe? Yeah.
Who the fuck wrote that? Look, I'm not mad. Who wrote it?
No, I know.
I didn't know the name, sir.
What?
I'm just gonna real quick. Can I just like peek in the hat to see are there 2 left or are there 3 left?
There are 3 left.
Give me that. She'll reach over and swipe it. Is it the same charcoal? Does it look like the same paper that we used?
It looks like the same paper, but it is written in ink.
I'm gonna get up to like knee height because I'm probably just gonna hit the top of the blanket fort, assuming we're all under it. And I'm gonna peek out and see if anybody else is in the room.
I won't make you roll. You look around to your satisfaction, and it is just the 4 of you in the room.
Sabbast, can I see that? It'll only take a couple, like about 10 minutes. I just want to see if
Yeah.
there's any magic on it.
Yeah, go for it.
'Cause I don't feel a ghost anywhere. And as much as Moldy likes to troll, he's never done anything like that.
It wouldn't be a ghost. He's not
The
dead.
ghost.
Can you tell us who Randall Thorpe is? I mean, Nim and I don't know who they are. I'm gonna start ritually casting detect magic. Let me make sure that's the one I have for a ritual cast. Yes, detect magic. It'll take 10 minutes and I'll just start ritually
Alright.
doing it.
You start rearranging the candles
I'll,
in the
like-
room and get them into a circle around yourself. And
I'll like pick Morty up like he's been like this and you watch Dorian just kind of go like, and like plop him down on the ground and then start doing this.
Looks like one of those like owls for your lawn.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's but Randall Thorpe is he was a guy who lived here, and to my knowledge he left the gates and never came back.
He's on his way back.
So he's lost.
But he's been
Yeah.
gone for a while.
So, we were gone longer than we thought we'd be. Fine.
That's true, but we were out in the daytime.
Look, he went out plenty of times. He's fine. He's the one who kept telling me stories about going out, how to keep myself safe, and he knows what he's doing. He's been around Black. Fine.
Well, maybe something came to Blackreach that wasn't there before.
I mean, fumble with one of the bags on my hip for a moment. We're all getting friendly. And she'll take out little metal wolf head charm. A little sliver of a moon. Do any of you recognize this?
once again, Nimwyn, your mom taught you a lot of things about the wider reach. Make a history check for me.
Okay. 11.
11. You do not know, I'm afraid.
Did he give that to you?
Yes and no. His wife, passed it on. Just in case, I guess. You know, whatever.
Well, if Dorian is already detecting magic, maybe we could put that in too. Can you do two things?
Can't really stop to talk, but basically a detect magic from like a player standpoint, just it runs for a certain amount of time and within the room, within a certain space.
Oh, I was thinking
detect it.
identify. That's
Yep.
I bet.
Nimwyn just nods and goes, "Yeah, Dorian can do anything."
I do have a ritual identify, but that would take another 10 after this.
Well, I
Look,
think
we don't
know what
have
it
to
is.
get into this tonight. I don't know who's playing jokes. It's really not that big a deal. I'm really sorry I yelled.
That's hey, if you know him, like, it's hard when bad things may or may not have happened to people you care about, and
And
not
also-
knowing is scarier.
Someone also did put that in there and, got
Yeah.
into our private sleepover.
They
And
were
that's
not
not
invited.
okay either.
No, they weren't. Cool.
Naya's gonna go out of the tent, and I think she's got like probably it's only one window in her room, but just kind of like look out. And can I do a like perception or an investigation to see if there's anyone like on the street or near the window?
You can do a perception.
Gotcha. I'm gonna roll my new little dragon dice. I'm very excited about these.
Yeah.
They're the best. They're okay. That's,
Point rescinded.
did you say it was investigation or perception? I'm sorry.
Perception.
Oh, it's a 15.
15.
Ooh.
So I will say you see some people beginning to stagger home, kind of illuminated by the open door of the tavern as your dad is starting to close down a little earlier than usual and sending people out into the street. Faces you recognize, nothing suspect. However, as you are kind of looking around the room, you see that there is a small hole in the wall of your room. You see an eyeball looking through it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna not acknowledge it and then get back in the fort and be like, I didn't know there's a hole in my wall, but someone is watching us through it.
Wait, are you?
I can break this at
You being
any
serious?
point. Like, if you want me to break this virtual cast, just shake me. But for right now, I can't do anything until I've either finished or stop.
Do you want to excuse myself to the bathroom and then go outside and see what it is?
Let me.
Remember, we have
My
a
dad
break.
used to be a fighter. I could go tell my dad.
It's. Are they still there?
I'm gonna like.
Did they see
push-
you?
They definitely saw me come out. I don't
You
know
want
how
me
long
to
they've been
send
watching.
Morty
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
eyeball?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop the ritual cast. I know it still probably has a couple minutes left. I'm gonna drop in the middle of that, and I'll go back into seeing through Morty. Let him hop out and go over to where the eyeball was, trying to see through him.
Okay. Are you trying to be surreptitious with Morty, or are you trying just to reconnoiter?
No, Morty's probably just going. Probably has to look around first because he doesn't know where the hole is. But then he's gonna go straight to the hole because Orion also as a person is one that if he sees something weird is gonna go poke it.
Okay.
Dad in chat wants us to poke the eyeball.
As you
really
do.
bad.
Well,
Yeah.
as Morty identifies, and it takes a second for Morty to fixate on the small hole in the wall and the eyeball peering through, when Morty begins to move towards the hole, the eyeball retreats away from the hole.
Could we send him through the window?
I can't. I'm gonna pop out of it the second the eyeball goes because I can't hear or see any of my own things going on when I'm in that.
Ah, right.
Right.
But
That's...
he'll hear you ask like, "Can we send him to the window?" And I'm just gonna say like, "The eyeball just left. I assume it was attached to a person or a thing, so it's left with it. can send him out the window. I've never tried go very far doing that with him, but we can always see what.
Well, even just to
happens.
see if someone's like running or like someone
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah,
Maybe just like a quick circle up above.
yeah. I'll pick him up and go over to the window and toss him out into the window. But before going back into the trance, I'm gonna look around myself because we're on like the second floor, like we're high up. So.
Mhm.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh shit, God.
So
Where's his eyeball?
as you go to the window and to open it up, Naya's window faces the street. It is actually facing in the same direction as the front of the rest of the tavern, which is how you can see people leaving. There is a porch with an awning above it, like a small slanting roof. It would not be difficult, for someone any good at climbing whatsoever to get on top of that, and then they would be basically right outside your window and the windows of the rooms next to you.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna send him out to start trolling.
Okay?
I wanted to
And
know your
I'll be
guys'
seeing-
secrets.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
You
get
can
back
still
to
play.
It. It'll be fine.
Nimwyn
Yeah,
is going to really
You
quickly.
keep playing while Dorian's just laying in the floor like they're
Yeah,
not doing
like-
anything.
Hey, there's always the one friend who falls asleep early.
Nim's gonna
With the
rip
bowl
off
of
a
water.
piece of her own blanket
Mm-hmm.
and shove it in the hole,
Okay.
just so nobody else can look in. Yeah.
Rob, you made it spooky.
Yeah, God. Second floor. That makes it so. That small detail is so frightening.
Was it on the wall to the outside? Or
Yes.
was it on an interior wall? Oh, okay. Okay.
I forget. Did you say there was a little roof, or is it just like flat walls?
No,
Oh,
there's
okay.
there's like
I don't
a porch to the place with a couple of rocking chairs, and it's sheltered.
Okay.
I don't even like this anime. I actually hate this anime, but all that's going through my mind right now is there's titans in the wall! Like
Shit.
So Morty is doing Morty's patrol.
Yeah. And I'm seeing through him, so I'm basically just sitting until one of them slaps me to say, hey, we need you, kind of thing.
Yeah, Nim will
Yeah.
just hold his hand while he's in the trance so she can just squeeze it if we need him.
I'll say you feel like you got to the window pretty quickly. You had to snap out of it, discuss that you were going to throw the bird, go to the window, throw the bird. But you don't see anyone like fleeing the scene. And you have a look around. You don't see anyone like hiding nearby outside. You look until you have convinced yourself of this.
Isa, good God.
I don't like that. I just don't like that.
Has that ever happened before?
Mm-mm.
Ugh.
I didn't even know that hole was
Jeez.
there.
Well, didn't see anything. I assume we're done patrolling and I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Either I'm an elf, which means if we're worried about it tonight, I really only have to sleep for 4 hours, then I'm fine. If you guys want to have me watch while... I mean, it sounds creepy to say watch while you're asleep. But, you know.
That's not like honestly, I think that's a good idea.
Naya, besides this boy that you like, is there anyone else who might just like be interested in anything you do? Or anyone who might have a crush on you as well and thought that this was alright?
You don't think it would be
Which it's not.
Silverman, do you?
No.
And the...
That's. I thought you were trying to get our attention. I'm like,
No,
am I
welcoming
not allowed
Raiders.
to say?
Oh, hi!
Well,
Hey,
hi,
You came in
Hi!
for a spicy thing going on.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we
lords
found
and
an
ladies.
eyeball in a wall.
Someone
Not
made the
really in a wall.
sleepover creepy.
Spooky.
Yeah, we were just having.
We were just trying to play a game.
Now I'm never gonna know their secrets, and they're gonna know all of mine.
Just like a real slumber party, dang it.
Honestly, I'm the oversharing
pop.
friend.
I'll pop through the other secrets real quick. It'll be fine.
Well, so there's this guy. Hang on, I'm trying to remember his name.
Pull out the note.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh my god.
Warren Bassett.
Oh yeah, you said it earlier. So there's this guy, Warren Bassett, and Sabbast might know this name because he's part of the gentry. And
Would I have heard that name at all? Continue while Rob thinks about that.
yeah,
Not especially. He's new gentry, so the Chatelaines don't talk about the new gentry.
Okay.
oh, they're old money.
Yeah.
But so I told you about the fights that we go and we fight, we make some extra money. And he watches the fights, and he always bets really well on me. And sometimes, I just worry about my family, and I worry that maybe, like with the tavern burning down, it kind of was like a self-fulfilling prophecy of like things can get taken from us, and because we don't have a lot of money, so sometimes I keep him company, in so many words, and he pays me. I don't like him like that, but there's been nights that we've had just no one in the tavern, and I was able to make sure my parents still made money. But he was also there the night that I hurt my friend. And I know he was expecting me to come home with him that night because I saw him there and I saw him holding the money. But I haven't done that since. But yeah, he I don't know how he'd get on the roof though. He's just a guy.
Shit. Damn.
If
Naya,
it is him and
bless
he's being
your
creepy,
soul.
show him a thing or two about being creepy. I'll warn him that now.
I'd appreciate that. It's one. I mean,
we
he
did
never,
say he was not involved.
he never did anything to me that I didn't like say was okay. He definitely likes me like that, but I don't like him like that. It's it was never anything.
If
But-
he's just a guy, then how did his secret get inside our tent?
Well, I don't know if it was him, but that's the only guy who's really blatantly interested in me. I think it's just a thrill thing.
Would I know if Randall and Warren ever spoke together? Or if they knew of each other in any way?
You'd find it unlikely.
Okay.
Much like yourself, Randall was from an adventuring background. Randall, in his heyday, which was granted long past, was a little bit of a badass if you believe half of the stories he tells you about himself in a secondhand Lions kind of way. So the people who have things because they're entitled to them or inherited them did not impress Randall very much.
All right.
Since I told 2 secrets, do you guys have to tell 2 secrets?
Oh, jeez. I mean,
Sure, I don't mind.
surely there's... Look, we've got a lot to unpack in the morning.
Yeah.
I'd love a night of just, like, chilling.
Yeah.
If that's alright.
Sorry that my stuff got really heavy.
No, it's... I mean, it's... maybe neat is the wrong word, but it is neat that you opened up to us like that. I mean, I hope that that helps you in some way.
Yeah, no one knows about Warren.
We'll
And
keep
like
it that way.
obviously, yeah, he wants to keep it that way because
Yeah,
like he got money, I don't got
That's
money.
your business.
And
Yeah.
like
That's like
we
Sabbast
support
says,
sex workers on this channel.
Yes, we do.
She gotta do
Um,
what she gotta do.
No
I mean, it's
taxes
like
on
it's
it,
like Sabbast said, it's your business. But if he gets too handsy, just
But again, like
You
he's
have
never
your
done
back.
anything like mean or like passing a line with me. So like I don't think he would do this, but he definitely likes me a lot more than I like him.
I don't think
I mean, my
Randall
first
hated the new
thought-
gentry, so I don't see why he would be the one to drop a note in like this.
My first thought was that it could be your Silverman.
Yeah.
Knowing that you've come back, you said he has his own mercenaries.
Can I take a look at that note? Because I've seen Silverman's writing
Mhm.
before.
That's right!
Can I take a look at it and just see if I recognize the handwriting?
It
I love
is-
playing characters with good intelligence. So
Yeah,
Oh, so I have
smart.
really low intelligence. I have a 6.
have a
Hey, that
Wait.
doesn't have anything to do with whether or not you're
have a
clever.
15.
I have a
So-
10.
12?
You've seen
Yay.
Silverman's handwriting before. In fact, I believe I described it earlier in the session as being
Yeah, 'cause
kind
it's
of
really messy.
choppy. Yeah. This is a gratuitously elegant hand.
Well, so this is I'm being meta. The letter I got was choppy. The letter Sabbast got, I remember you said, was written nicely. So I'm like, is it
Yes, the
Is it
letter
his
she
buddy?
got was not from Silverman.
Yeah, it was from
Yeah.
It was a deed. It
Oh,
was a deed written by the constabulary.
Never mind. I thought it was from him, and I thought maybe Hawk wrote it.
That's
Okay.
my special letter. Don't
I
worry
know-
about
I
it.
can't
I
even
don't know.
open my special letter yet.
So
right here.
Mine.
And
that's
open
what
it.
I get for being meta.
It's my letter. Nobody else gets to see it.
Since everybody's looking at this truly anonymous secret, can Nimwyn take it and smell it and see if it smells like anything in particular?
You
I
can.
love her.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, and while I
wouldn't-
decide if it would. If you
Um,
roll low, I don't have to come up with an answer, which is wonderful.
You know, I don't add
I-
anything to investigation, but my flat roll was a 15. I feel like that's
Ooh.
pretty good.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
I do like
don't
that
think
someone
I
put
would
it's gotta be a
know.
bad guy, it's fancy.
So true.
Can I investigate it to just obviously not picking back up my detect magic, but just also I probably won't know anything, but can I just look at it?
You can look at it, yes.
Okay.
It smells like argon.
Argan.
And
Got an 18 total.
like Jason and not.
Like argan oil?
Mm-hmm.
Nimwyn shares that with the group and just kind of shrugs and goes, I don't know if there's anybody you all know who particularly fancies oils like that, but
I know most of the people in the town, and most of them come through my bar. Do I know anyone who smells like that?
Not, like, noticeably.
I mean, I'm also not sniffing my patrons.
Yeah.
But I'm a good waitress. I come up, I'm like, how you doing today?
What were you looking
You smell
for,
the
Ty?
bill.
mainly he was looking at the writing just to see if he could picture, like, put anything together with it, because he only knows a couple of people who write fancy, but he knows some people who write fancy. So that's the main thing he's looking at, but then also just to see if there were any other weird little details he could pick up about the piece of paper or anything like that.
I will say the one thing that really stands out about this is how thin the letters are. It is... And it's so free of mistakes. You would expect, like, pen and ink to maybe have a splot or maybe a wider line here or there.
Yeah.
I'll say it is quite perfect, almost too perfect to be real. But here it is.
I'm just going to retreat into my head for a second and just kind of to myself say, Echo, if you can hear me, need your help watching everybody tonight. And that's all he's going to think.
Before we go any further with this, normally we have a break at an hour and a half. No one has secretly messaged me asking for a break or a reprieve, but I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to run to the restroom before we go any further.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to try and do
Time to
this
make some
quickly because
freaking tea.
there are some things I think we would like to accomplish before we call it for the night, and we still have a few more notes to read.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna try and make this like a
Okay.
5-minute break. As soon as the art reel and the ad for this campaign are over, we will come right back with more of this. All right. So.
And I dropped the link to donate to RAP in the chat.
Yes.
For any of you over the
Yeah.
break. Again, if you're just tuning in, RAP is a abortion access nonprofit charity that we are donating the proceeds to on this stream. So if you want to help out, we love you.
Sleepovers for people with uteruses. We're workshopping the
Yes.
name.
All right, guys. We will be
But
right
it's
back.
direct.
It became a creepover, not a sleepover.
A creep over!
Earlier, so
Yeah.
I'm like,
Hello! Welcome back.
hello.
Hey.
Ooh, just in time for a new follow for Aptifine Painting. Hello and welcome also to you
Welcome.
and Wild Card to From Up Ulan from Bopulon. I don't know. MDmon, which is a Digimon I don't know. And Rhymer 101. Welcome to all of you guys. We are Misty Mountain Streaming. We play D&D around here. Right now, we're playing a fun and frivolous little sleepover episode where everything is fine.
Yeah, it's definitely not creepy, and we haven't discovered an eye peeking in through a hole in the wall.
No.
And a suspicious note.
Yeah. That's. I thought we were gonna play 7 minutes in Purgatory, and that was gonna be it.
I mean, there's still time. I mean, we got
we're
the
all
rest of
gonna
the
get in
session.
the closet
y'all.
together because we're scared.
Because we're scared, yeah.
Does Naya have a closet?
There's like a supply closet downstairs.
Oh, thank you to Wildcard for giving out the community sub. That kicked off a hype train for us. That's
Thank you, thank you.
2 for the stream. We got it in
Also-
the first half and the second half.
I dropped a link below for any of you who are just tuning in. We are donating all proceeds through that link to RAP, which is a foundation that is a nonprofit and it donates toward abortion rights in America. So if you want to help it out with that, it's a little bit before like the newer chats. It's like right after we came back in, I dropped that in there.
Most of the
I
purple
just
links in the
popped
chat
some more
are that.
links.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so let's say go find the link, go donate, help some people. It'll be great. But yeah, all of the proceeds there for the stream are going to help people with uteruses to get to say what they do with them.
And thank you to the people who are continuing to support the channel, because we only have until Wednesday to fill up that little red bar at the bottom of the screen and give away more dice,
Even
which I
more.
totally spelled correctly.
Also, hello to an anonymous cheerer who just
Ooh,
gave us some little bits.
some little
Thank you,
ice
thank
cream
you.
ghosts. I like that.
Little
He's
ghosties.
cute.
And has nothing to do with what's going on in our
Yeah,
tavern right now.
We just talked about how it couldn't be a ghost, and now there's a ghost in the chat.
Y'all,
This is
major news
suspicious.
announcement. Talking breaking story. There's a very pretty white moth outside my window.
Ooh.
Did you take a picture?
No.
Does
It's
it have
very
a-
round though. It's so cute. It's like pretty big, but it's just so like
If you want to go
oval
take a picture,
shape.
we will all forgive you.
We need to see the moth. Give us the moth.
So, in the interest of people doing things, you had asked to detect magic on the little scrap of paper. You guys have all evening. So at some point, whether it's immediately or, 20 minutes from now, you do get to do that and finish that little project. And
Okay.
you realize that something about the magic or something about the paper or the writing on it or both lights up with orange sparkles, the mark of transmutation magic.
Did the wolf charms light up at all?
That's a fair question. You can see kind of all of the things. So in your party, you know that your dagger, obviously, is magical. You've known that for a while. You know that the lantern is magical. that lights up. Also, the charm that Sabbast showed everybody earlier. I don't think holy symbols really light up per se.
So it's a
I think that
holy
is
symbol.
I think that is everything in the party.
Okay. Yeah, I'll share the piece of paper does light up with
Oh,
inspiration.
and a dark purple light coming off of Sabbast's necklace. That is enchantment.
Do you know that that was magic, or say you know if you didn't know?
You mean the little wolf thing?
That's it. Yeah.
No.
Or no, it was her necklace, right? Not the wolves.
Sabbast's necklace has a little crescent moon with a wolf. That
Oh.
is
No,
the
she
thing.
doesn't wear it. She just keeps it on her.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah.
confused.
Uh,
It's like
no,
necklace
I-
and pocket.
I don't know why it does, but I can feel magic coming off of it, so
I mean, I felt like there was some kind of tinge to it. I just never honestly felt easy enough about it to try to do anything with it. Better just leave it the way it is. I was also told that this would end up being given to somebody else eventually as well. So, who knows?
That's a little
Interesting.
cryptic.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting the letter either, so
That's fair.
yeah, so I'll just hang on to it.
So, I mean, do you guys want to look more into who was looking in the hole, or do you guys want to just relax tonight?
If
I-
we go
Relax
now,
if you can.
if we go out now, I don't think I'll be able to cast much in the way of healing for any of you. So
That's
I would need to rest before I'm useful.
I say stick to our plan of having a sleepover. See if they sneak
Yeah.
back. If they do,
True.
at least we know, even if we don't know who it is, we know that they pretty keen on seeing what we're doing, so
And Nimwyn plugged the hole.
Should I
Mm.
unplug it so we can see their eyeball again?
No. I'd
Okay.
I'd
I don't
prefer if you
think so.
didn't.
Yeah.
no, leave it, because if they really want to see, they'll figure out a way.
They can
Mhm.
just go
Okay.
and get the blanket up.
And then that's when we just like chop off their finger.
Yeah, real fast.
We'll
Like
leave
one of those
Moldy at the ready so
cigar
that he can peck it.
cutters. Yeah. That too.
Make a tiny, tiny little what are those things called that they use to chop people's heads off?
Guillotine.
Yeah, we'll make a little tiny finger guillotine.
Oh, they already make those. You
Do?
ever know someone who like smokes cigars or anything?
Oh, I thought you meant they actually invented it for fingers.
No.
But
But
it's
it's about the size of one.
I was excited for a moment, but I suppose if you could use it for that purpose.
Look, Dorian, your spooky little mind can do whatever it likes with those. It can absolutely be for finger.
Sure, Dorian, you could do anything.
And we might need to go thrift shopping sometime soon.
What?
What?
It is 2004, guys.
Yep.
It's, well,
I don't
You're gonna
care.
pop
I
some
loved that song when
tags,
it came
baby.
out.
yeah. So, do you want to keep playing the game? We can check to make sure there's not extra cards in there.
I'll
Yeah.
poke my head in and count the remaining secrets. 1, 2,
Okay.
3. 1, 2. Okay, we're good.
I would die for Nimwyn. Like,
Yeah, honestly.
Really taking note.
No!
but
for
You
us.
seem pretty upset that only your secret got shared, so I don't mind.
Yeah,
going.
I kind of.
But now we know
It just feels
we
weird.
should be careful saying things about, like, people in the city or the Silverman or whatever.
Yeah, we
Because
keep
if
that
someone's
between us.
listening, I only want them hearing the weird shit, not the gossip.
Yeah, I almost
So
killed
that's
the boy I have a
definitely not
crush
gonna help
on
them.
because I'm really tough.
Yeah. Oh, don't
I'm
worry,
not
guys.
seven.
I have. Listen, it's a big secret, but on that piece of paper I wrote, I have parasites that as big as my arm. You know, just whoever's hearing.
Is that what it says?
I
Do you
know
No,
you.
no, that's not what
Sorry.
it says, guys. You said the weird things.
I don't
Dorian,
know
everything
anything else.
about you is a weird thing. What am I supposed to do? Not believe it?
But
In a
it's
nice
cool
way.
weird.
I'll take
It's
that as a
cool
compliment.
weird.
I'll take- no.
Yes.
Look, yeah, it is cool weird, but how am I supposed to know what's true and what isn't? He turned into a bone monster.
Here. I'll go. This is no. This is yes. A work.
Works for me.
Sure.
Yes.
Go crazy.
Naya, you should pull another secret because your last one didn't count.
Yes,
It's
I did
true.
a real good job last time. So I'll close my eyes
Mm.
and pull one out and unroll it. Do you want me to roll the D8 again?
D6 this time, because there's one fewer thing.
Mm.
Okay, so that is a 6.
A 6. That means
Good.
thing that you pull out the piece of paper, you unravel it, and the message inside says, I have to eat poison so I don't hurt people, but it's okay. I won't hurt you guys, I promise. And then there's a little heart next to it.
I think Naya,
Aw.
with her lovely 6
Look,
intelligence,
I've got a
is
hunch.
smart enough to figure
I
that
think
one
it's
out.
Dorian.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
That's Dorian. Have you ever put the hearts in your writing?
Have you ever ingested poison? Like for fun?
Is alcohol
No,
poison?
It's not for fun.
No to the hearts, yes to the other, but on accident. But it's not me.
It
It's not
tracks.
me.
So, Nimwyn, what?
I probably shouldn't have mentioned that the potion Dorian makes me earlier that it makes me sleepy. I feel like that ruined my secret.
Oh, I mean,
It
it's
didn't
fine,
ruin
but
it,
do you
it's
just...
okay. It's fine.
Like, are you... I know we brought this up earlier, and you... I mean, again, all the business with the flowers is your business, but I was wondering, are you sick or something?
It's not like I have a cold or anything, really. But there is something that's wrong, I guess.
What do you
Where
mean?
see
Dorian's
Naya
gonna wrap an arm around her just as support, because he knows.
Naya, this is like how we have something really in particular in common, actually. Because I've been learning how to use my cleric magic, and healing people is really easy for me, and it came very quickly to me. But there was one time where I messed up, and it wasn't the healing; it was really bad, not healthy, necrotic instead.
Oh,
And my cousin got really, really hurt.
I'm so sorry.
Jeez.
But she's okay, and it was an accident. So it's like I was saying to you, Naya. If it's an accident, it doesn't make you bad, and it's okay to make accidents with magic. So, the poison sort of keeps my body focused on stopping the poison. So then there's less of a chance of magic going awry if it's focused on that instead.
I think
It's
Naya is gonna.
kind of neat toxicology, actually.
Do you know? And tell me if this is too personal, because like that's totally fine. Do you know when it's going to hurt people and when it's not?
No,
When
no, well,
Uh.
that's why I got a little worried. Earlier when I went to go heal Sabbast that one time after I did the inflicting of wounds on the monster, because I was scared that maybe it would carry over or something, but it didn't.
Wait,
So
did
it's okay.
both of you not know that you were actually going to heal me?
No, my
I
intent.
wasn't awake.
You,
I don't
you
know what you all did.
For
No,
help, I had
Sabbast-
complete faith that Nim was going to heal you. So
And I asked my silver guy in that I don't know what his name is. He just is the person that I think
jeez.
gives me powers. I asked him if he could help you.
And you said earlier that magic has to do with intention, and my intention was to make sure you're okay. And I casted the cure wounds, and it's only ever happened really that one time. So
Okay, I'll take those odds. Yeah,
And I think I'm gonna
cool.
reach across and like kind of grab Nimwyn's hand and be like, well, I guess we're all going to learn together. So there's nowhere to go but up.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the reason we went to get the flowers is hopefully we can have something else made that doesn't make me sleepy all the time when I take it. Because that's what's happening right now, and I feel like I'm not very helpful to Dorian if I'm sleeping all the time and I'm all groggy.
Do you feel groggy right now?
No. But I also need to take another dose probably in the morning, so...
Okay. Well, that's honestly, if it helps you and if it makes you feel good, like feel better, then whatever you need.
I suppose so, yes. It's not like a permanent thing, though. I have to figure some other things out, but, Dorian's going to help me, and it's going to go very well, I'm sure.
gonna keep getting it better and better each time. So
And
Because
it's always good to learn new things, so, I'll just keep finding out more things that are important until it's all fixed.
that's and
Good
every
spirit.
step is a step in the right direction because it means you're moving forward.
Yes, and Dorian already said that he wouldn't get upset if I accidentally hurt him, but I also promised him, and I'm going to promise both of you that I'm going to try my best not to hurt anybody at all anyways. Just because I don't want that to happen, because I like you three.
That's very sweet.
I was gonna say, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, it's just shocking, but definitely thank you. At least trying and helping me up in a bind when I don't even right now really know you.
Well, the goddess that I follow, she gave me what I have to help people, so I want to make you guys proud and just keep doing what she gave me the gifts to do.
Did she also
It's really
give you
sweet.
the thing that hurts people, though?
My mum doesn't think so.
Okay.
So that's good news at least. That's what I have to figure out next, basically.
Well, if she didn't, it sounds like you've got a pretty big advantage on your side, and we'll help any way we can.
Yeah.
You. I appreciate you guys not being upset, because I think when that whole problem happened at first, I upset a lot of people, and I don't know if they're all okay with me yet. I think it's probably a good idea that I did leave when I did, just so they could all be okay.
I don't see how
Yeah.
anyone could not like you. If I'm just being honest.
Well, thank you.
You're pretty fucking great.
It's cool here because we're all different, and in my the group that I travel with, my family and everybody else, they're all very similar, and I stand out a bit. So it's cool that we all stand out together.
Yeah.
remember, Nim,
Yeah, we
Mosey doesn't
really
like
do.
it, but you're my best friend. So
I'm
we
waiting
hear
for
like a
Morty
kind of
to
like a
start kicking in the back
kind of
the head.
noise from behind, and he's just like sitting on your bed, just like looking over.
Morty's the BBEG.
Yes.
You're my best friend too, Dorian.
Someone else
Cute.
take a little card.
That's all.
Which of the two of us were taking a card?
It's gonna be real easy to determine who the last one is. It was gonna be real fun if y'all didn't pick up that fifth one until there were 2 left when there should have only been 1.
Oh,
I'll take one.
All right, roll the d4, please.
Can do.
picks up own card. What?
All right, that's a 4. Of course,
Ooh.
now I roll
Everybody's
max.
Everybody's rolling high whenever they're rolling these days.
Right?
The card you picked up reads, "All the kids used to call me names and beat me up. They said I was a bad omen. You all have been the nicest to me out of anyone."
Stop!
Okay, Dorian.
That's
Pretty easy to guess at this point, isn't it?
Jeez.
I wouldn't say anything. I wasn't going to say anything.
You're so good, Nim, at keeping
You kept a
Beautiful.
really
You
good
did.
secret. I'm just
Okay.
really good at this game.
You are.
Oh, thanks.
I do like that it's down to yours and Dorian's. I don't think Naya caught that, but I did. That's they beat you up.
It suck.
I mean, that's true. Kids are not always great, but I mean, no one liked me, and no one really liked my mom. They just came to her for things, and because they didn't like her and she made me, they didn't really like me. When she was gone, things just went completely sour. So
No one deserves to be treated like that.
okay, I learned a very important life lesson when I was young. Is that not everybody's gonna always like you, but it's okay. You can't make everybody like you.
Get a
And you
boy.
can't make
That's
everybody.
why I care about you all so much already. I mean, I was worried about you at the start. I really was. But kind of slowly proving that you're the good people. If you are the good people, I don't want anybody to hurt you.
Look,
You
kids-
can't.
I'd
can
rather take
really
a
suck,
shot for
but-
you. Let you take it, okay? That's what I'm getting at here. Is
Sure.
I will do anything to keep all of you happy at this point, especially Nim, because
She-
Nim's my best
well,
friend.
You're my best friend too, Dorian.
No one
mean,
should ever
that's-
put their happiness as responsibility on somebody else. So if any of us are sad, it is never your fault. It's not your job to make other people happy.
Yeah, that's flattering and all, albeit overwhelming.
I
But dude, don't
would take a shot for you.
carry that weight so
Just
quickly.
It's what I do. Like I said, most of it's for Nim right now, but you are slowly growing on me. So
Look, that is
I lean against
completely fine and
Dorian, put my
understandable.
head on his shoulder.
bigger than him, so both of them kind of go.
To be fair, I think
Boy.
Nim is the exception of that rule, and like we all have one common goal, and it is to keep Nim as happy as possible.
Yes.
Nim, as you lean over slightly towards Dorian, 2 things happen. First of all, that little bit that you're kind of supporting by sitting for your sitting starts to fall over.
Uh-oh.
However, you also do lean far enough that you kind of see around Sabbast's head and shoulders for a second, and you see that your little piece of cloth is poked out of the little hole you stuffed it into,
No.
and there's an eyeball in the hole again.
Okay.
What were you saying again about cigars?
Oh, it's like a tiny guillotine that, like, I mean, it's used to cut off the ends of them, but it's pretty obviously finger size.
I
think-
having
Oh.
spent so much time with Nim, picking up probably that something's weird. If she's gonna ask about that, can I also kind of start looking around?
Can I
Can I?
sorry.
Uh,
Can I like peek out and I'm gonna be like, okay, like You did a good one last time, and I'm gonna try to like shoot out a guiding bolt into the eyeball.
God!
We're gonna burn down the tavern again.
So
It's
Yeah.
like if
I
someone
know.
put up a gun to like your door peephole. Jesus.
the answer is yes. Now, here's the thing. It is
My
difficult.
magic is really rough, so I might miss.
It is difficult to have more cover than this eyeball has right now, right?
Oh no.
Technically speaking, there is a target, so you can roll to hit. Either way, you're gonna smack the wall. The question is, does anything go through that little hole, right? So, yeah, make an attack roll.
I'm gonna use my inspiration, and
Okay.
I can't use guidance.
Are you rolling to see what spell you cast, or are you just casting Guiding Bolt?
I'm casting guiding bolt
Okay.
because she got real confident at this sleepover.
All
I
right.
think the confidence boost.
While
Alright.
before even Naya does that, because he's not expecting that, can Dorian send a message to the eyeball, just being like, "See you." Like,
Oh, guess what? I got a nat 20 plus 5. Let's fucking
Oh
go!
God.
Yes.
This
Oh,
sleepover
Best
rules.
sleepover ever.
Thank you!
All right. So you're gonna roll 6d6.
It's 5,
Yeah.
but
Well, wait, it's a crit.
you
oh,
double them.
So isn't it 3d6?
because
or is it-
it's initially 5.
Oh, is it?
6.
Okay.
So am I rolling 10d6?
It sounds like it.
Hey,
To have a second kill.
I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
dang.
Man, this sleepover has everything.
Where's
we
my
just-
other
Dad was
D6?
right. Bloodshed
Derail
really
the
does bring people
campaign.
together.
Oh, okay, hang on. I only have 3d6 on me right now. Oh, I have 4. Hang on. No, that's not. Okay.
Uh-oh.
These are stuck together. It's stuck to the
I think
dragon.
we're affecting the plot in ways that were unplanned.
6 is 12.
At max damage is 60 points of damage. 10 of
5
them?
is
That could kill
17 plus
any of us.
2 is
Kill
19
all of us
plus
together.
another 6. That's 25 points of damage.
25. You got a fourth of it.
No.
Holy.
Have DM accomplices. Not to throw that out, but remember.
Showing an
I'm so excited. Please don't.
uncommon display of skill, casting exactly the right spell with pinpoint accuracy. You reach back real quick. What does it look like when you are casting this spell with full intention for the first time?
I think you see like it's a little similar to my Eldritch Blast. My hair doesn't like frizz out, but you see little sparks like going down my arm, and then just a ball of like little static sparks in my hand, and I'm gonna, and they go out in a line
Ooh.
and go, and poke that fucker in the eye
That's
This-
more than a poke.
real hard.
Let's say
more than
you
a
don't
Yeah.
you don't even harm the wall. You make every bit of this guiding bolt go directly through the
Wow.
hole.
She did that.
That's my god.
I just love that Dorian. sent
She
this
girl
little
bossed
message and
so
suddenly
close
just-
to the sun.
and he's sitting
I
there like-
see you. Boom.
Everyone
sitting there with, like wide
If this
eyed,
person
like,
survives, they're gonna have so many problems.
yeah.
We just kickstarted someone else's backstory.
We are the backstory.
I think I have the confidence to go talk to that boy.
you fire off this spell, and you all watch like through the open window as this spell just fires through and like pierces into the night above Heart's End. And then a second later, you hear a heavy thump, and something rolls off the little awning into
I'm
the
running
ground
to the
below.
window.
Yeah, we're all gonna crowd around the window.
Run out,
Him is
throw
standing
Morty
like
out.
in the
Like
Oh,
Disney
okay.
Channel
Right,
original
so we
movie,
can
just
all
like all
see.
squished together.
You all
Guys at the
smash your
bottom.
faces up against the window and look down. You hear that thump was fairly audible. You can hear activity in the house as Doubtlessly mom and dad are going to see what's happened. Um,
Oh no.
Okay, I tell Dad he was trying to look at my boobies.
well,
My dad will go finish the job.
outside in the street is a body.
Mm.
And it is missing half of its head. The other half is covered by long white bangs that someone tried to make black.
Oh my god!
There was a sleepover in the room next to his with some attractive-looking girls, and Edmund decided he wanted a peek.
Oh no.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh my god, no!
I just killed my brother! He probably got like 3 hit points. He's so sad. Okay, guys, there's my third secret.
Well,
I'm gonna go throw up.
I might join you. I did not see that coming. I thought this would be a fun little sleepover thing.
I keep like scrolling through my spells, and then I keep realizing I'm not high enough level as a cleric to do anything about this in
Only-
particular.
I'm
Only
so
thing
mad
I
that
have
I was
is
so
Toll the
excited about this
dying
one.
or spare the dying, and that's not gonna work. Like,
25
So we
hit
can take
points,
him to- we
more
can take him to Eleanor.
than insta-killed him. There's no saving
Oh,
throws.
no.
That's his hit points in the hole.
Maybe Eleanor is high enough to have Revivify.
Eleanor doesn't know healing magic. She's a sawbones.
Ah,
Rob!
I didn't cast no stinking spell!
Hell.
Wow.
Oh,
This is a new thing in my D&D games. Real Wimble-Bimble, you missed a moment.
Yeah, sorry I'm not talking a lot. Like, oh, that's so
Y'all want to see some fucking character growth? Tune in next week.
nightmarish.
that it might not be growth, it's probably going in the other direction. We're not going and talking to that boy. Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
So,
sitting there just like,
I'm-
oh god,
I'm
God. oh god, like
I'm not
freaking
gonna
out probably just as much as you are because he's not used to this.
I'm not gonna try and salvage this moment. This is a bad moment, and it's going to stay that way. But before we go, I will remind we are playing D&D on Wednesday. The Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign will continue. We will be back with this campaign on Monday. Oh, and we will be doing giveaways on Wednesday. So please, if you are free and would like free stuff, be sure to tune in on Wednesday night stream. Yes, Maddie?
You
To
want a
leave-
happier
to,
stream?
to leave things on a brighter note, Rob,
Yes,
is there a
please.
way to check the total amount of donations we were able to get this session?
Let
And then
me...
drop
Or
the
wrap.
donation one more
And if-
time.
Yeah, if
One more.
anybody wants to send something, Ellie just dropped the donation link.
Yeah.
I'm having a crisis. I based that boy off my brother.
Oh,
So
dear
the successes
God.
for tonight, we hit 525. We are going to be giving away the other
thought-
gifted of the subs. We are going to be giving away the other dice. And we are at 215 for the donations that PayPal has already processed.
Oh.
If there may be more that it's still working on, sometimes that happens. But we have cleared 200 for our very first charity stream.
Thank you,
that's
guys.
awesome. Thank you
Thank
guys
you
so
so
much.
much.
Sorry this has to end like so bleak for like
Yeah.
a charity
Yeah.
stream, but
You guys are making
really,
big
like-
differences in real people's lives.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, really though, like we just got back hunting out past the gates, and there's an eyeball staring at us. Like, what are we gonna do other than attack it? Like,
Holy shit.
Yeah, friendly reminder to the chat. Rob did say this was kind of a dark campaign, so
Yep.
welcome to session 4.
Here's a rat in a tent. Enjoy. This is all I
those
have
little
to offer
pink
right
eyes
now.
are so horrifying. I love it.
She's
Holy
something else
crap.
horrifying about her pink eyes is they're red only because there's no color. That's just the blood in her eyes.
That's better.
Aww. That's
Well,
like
Now she's not
guys.
full
even gonna
creepy
show
like
'em.
Dorian.
Yeah.
We're going to resume with exactly this moment next week. I don't even know if we'll do a flashback. I don't know if we can shift from anything to that. Oop,
Big
there she
girl.
went.
She go.
Well, guys, in case you don't hear it anywhere else this week, and very appropriate for a charity stream, and especially to Ellie right now, who's going to have a fun rest of the night.
I gotta call my brother and tell him I love him.
We
Yeah.
love you guys. We'll be back on Wednesday.
We
We'll see you then. Farewell and Godspeed, friends and adventurers.
Ah.